The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Horrible Gamers podcast, show number 194, being recorded on March the 10th, 2018. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Rockstar. Today, I'm joined by the crew, my friend from the Great White North, Canada land. Ryan Gibson is back. Gib8777. Welcome back, Ryan.
What's going on, everybody? Another episode of Horrible Gamers being recorded on Discord instead of Skype because we fucking hate Skype now.
Whoa,
let's do this.
Slow down, guys. Slow down. And from the West Coast, the best coast, our friend Gunny Chief Henley Merrill is here. Welcome back, Henley.
Hello, guys. What's happening? How do I turn the volume down on this Discord thing? I'm so new to this.
I don't know what we're doing. I don't know how this
PC
works.
We're not part of the PC Master Race.
This is confusing. I'm confused. Things are happening. I'm pressing buttons. It's recording.
Things are loud, too. I don't know.
They are.
This is how this works. I don't know, guys. No. Anyways, with that being said, people, we are recorded on Discord today, so we're apologizing right now if there's any audio issues in this recording. But if you want to, you can always head over to Twitter at _HorribleGamers and follow us there, guys. Please head over to our Facebook community, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. And speaking of Discord, we also have a Discord channel, the Horrible Gamers Podcast Discord channel. It's live. You can always reach us there and talk to our PC gaming community there and show feedback. We'll always head over to feedback@horriblegamers.com. Just email us there and we'll get our feedback. We appreciate it. And real quick, let's talk about a thing called Patreon. Patreon is a thing that you do to give us money to support us. Just like our friend Jonathan Hall did, our friend Alan Maybe, Joshua Wolf, Bill Gardner, Evan Tanaka, and John Jerome. Thank you guys so much for supporting us on Patreon. And if you want to, you can do so as well over at patreon.com/horriblegamers, guys. And our intro song is made by Fowler and Twistix. It is called The Breakout. Find that on YouTube. And our outro song is done by our friends Broke for Free. And you can find their music probably wherever. They're a pretty popular band. Anyways, let's get right into what we've been playing this week, guys. I've played a few games this week. I know you guys have as well. And let's talk about them. So, this week a game came out. And I thought I would like it. I thought I would really like it. So I bought it.
Thought you would like it.
I thought I would like it. I mean, it's kind of a game like a Jesus game.
You know what? When I saw you playing it, I was like, why did he? No, wait. This is kind of a Jesus game. I get it. But
yeah, I mean, I thought it would have been a Jesus game, but it wasn't a Jesus game. Anyways, Train Sim World came out this week on the Xbox One, and it came out on Windows 10, I believe, also, and it's been on Steam for a bit now.
Yeah, it's been on Steam for a while.
So it's a pretty popular game on Steam, I hear. So I was like, you know what? This game looks pretty cool. I'm going to give it a shot. You know, it's $30. I think it was 30, something like that. So I bought it. It's Train Sim World Founders Edition is what it's called on the Xbox, because apparently they're going to add more content to the game later. So it's kind of like you're buying a preview game, but it's not labeled as like a preview game. It's not in the preview program. It's just like you're buying a part of it now and getting the rest of it later or something like that, I guess.
So it's in the normal store?
Yeah, it's in the normal store. Everything, yeah, you just pay for the game. It's $30. But anyways, I bought this game, and it's a simulator, dude. It really it shows you how to drive a fucking train. And it's based in England, and it shows like 5 or 6 different trains that they have over there. They have like the passenger train, that's the high-speed diesel train. They have like this big red train that transports cargo apparently across the country or whatever.
Ooh,
they have like
a big red train.
Yeah, big red train. They have a smaller train that's like an older, like passenger, like it looks like a subway train almost, but that one,
Jesus,
it's in there.
what color is it?
That one is like green. It's the green one.
the
Yeah,
green
It's the
one.
medium green train.
it's the green train. Yeah, the blue train is the high speed train. So the green one is like the lower one, but it's for passengers. The red one's for cargo. And I know there was another one that was like a yellowish train. I don't know what the fuck that one did. It did something. Probably
Ooh.
passengers too.
Now you got me curious about what the yellow train is.
And they tell you what these trains are named. They tell you like this train is nicknamed the Big Green or whatever the fuck. Like they have like all these nicknames for them. And anyways, they kind of tell you like this train was developed by this company and only 20 of them were made or whatever, and they've been in service for 20 years. Like they tell you all these details about these fucking trains. But then so the game starts off, it pretty much tells you like, okay, here's a train parked in front of you, and then there's like this girl talking on the radio. She's like, hello, welcome to blah 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 train, whatever the fuck. Thank you for being an engineer. And then she's like, take a look around and then step into the cabin or whatever, the engineer's driving cabin thing to get started. So you can walk around the whole train. You can like go all the way to the back of it, look at it, go all the way to the front. You can check it all out, see everything. Then you open the door, you get into the seat, you have to like do all these prompts. You have to press Y to open the door, Y to close the door, Y to sit down. And then she's like, okay, now we're going to tell you how to turn the train on. So like turn the master key, and like, okay, you turn the key. Okay, now you turn the key. Now you got to release the brake into neutral. So you release the brake into neutral. Okay, now you got the brake into neutral. You got the key turned on. Now you got to turn the engine on. So you press another button to turn the engine on. Okay, now you got to let the brakes warm up. But while the brakes are warming up, you got to put the transmission into neutral. So you put that into neutral. Okay, now you put that into neutral. The brakes are warming up. Turn on the lights. So you turn on the lights. So you press another like, and then you have to like physically look at the buttons. You have to like move your cursor around to look at the different buttons on the dashboard to turn them on or whatever. You got to turn on your day lights, your night lights, your track lights, whatever the fuck they're called. So you turn the lights on, and then she tells you put it into first gear.
Ooh. Wow. This, you know
And
what this
then you
sounds
put
like?
it into fucking first gear, and the train starts moving. You believe it?
You hit the horn?
Whoa!
I never hit the horn. She never said hit the horn. I don't
No
know. I was trying
bell,
to press
no
all the
horn?
buttons.
You drove a train and you did not hit the horn. What is?
I was trying to press the buttons. It wouldn't let me hit the horn, and because some of the buttons were locked. It doesn't want you to crash the train in the tutorial, right? So like some of them are locked. So it doesn't let you do like go 50 miles an hour down the track. It only lets you do like 20 or 30, or the maximum I did was like
Sounds
40.
like it really sucked.
And yeah, it kind of did.
Okay, Jesus, so far what you've described is Microsoft
Train
Train
Simulator.
Simulator that came out 15 years ago. What else is there to this one? I mean, all that stuff's in the Train Simulator that, came out in Windows fucking ages
It
ago.
is. Well, see, I never played that, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, this is like a real train sim, man. Like when you pull up to the station, you got to stop at the right spot so people can get on the train. So you got to open the doors for the people. Then you got to wait for everybody to be aboard. Then you got to close the doors, and there's like alarms going off. You're like beep boop beep boop, fucking alarms everywhere going off. Like for train whatever the fuck to know when the shit's gonna happen. And then you take off and you go to the next station, and you got to stop, and you got to make sure you're taking the turns at the right speed, or your shit's gonna crash. You got to stop at the little red lights. You got to yield at the yellow lights or whatever the fuck. I don't know how trains work, man. I was just playing this for fun.
Is it fun? Is it fun so far?
No, I returned it.
It sounds like, this would be for train enthusiasts.
This is totally a game for people that are like legit train conductors or whatever. They call them engineers, don't you?
Yeah.
Train engineers? Yeah, those guys. It's totally for them. Because I'm pretty sure there's people that live in England that drive these trains that probably do this every single day of their life. And they're like, you know what? I can't get enough of work. I want to go home and drive more trains. So they go home and play this. That's how this works. And there was an issue with the game that I couldn't get past. It was so horrible. It was bad. It was like this screen tearing issue. Like you would constantly, every movement you made, or as the train was going down the tracks, the screen was constantly tearing. You would see like a line going up your TV constantly.
That would take me out of the experience.
Constantly, yeah, and it totally pulled me out of it. I was like,
Yeah.
no way, man.
Sucks.
Like, this is bad. This is real bad. Like, I was like, how did this get past Microsoft? You know, when they were doing the testing for this game to get a gold or whatever. Like, how the fuck did that get past them? They must have not even played it or tried it or anything. Like, oh yeah, you got a game? Okay, yeah, go ahead, release it. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Looks like it works. Just release it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could
So-
definitely. We know as gamers, things get through certification when they
do.
shouldn't be.
Big time. That was one thing that shouldn't have gone to certification because that shit was bad. Like every movement, I'm talking about every single time you move your stick, you know, to like move your cursor around to the different buttons, or you're looking out the window as the train is going by, you see the trees going by. There's constantly screen tearing. It totally pulls you out of the experience.
But
But
maybe
yeah,
that's
it's a
part of
game-
that game. Well, game preview / here's half. Now we'll give you the other half later or whatever.
Yeah, it could be. It could be because of that. You know, they're probably going to patch the game, but I don't know how well it's sold. I don't hear nobody talking about it. So I figured
It's
I was
a
going to give it a
niche game.
shot, you know?
It's a niche
I
game.
figured I was going to give it a
Oh,
shot. because
definitely. Yeah.
I liked City Skylines, and I kind of bought that game on a whim, you know? Like, I just kind of bought it. I didn't really, like, expect to like it as much as I have. So I was like, maybe I'll like this game, you know? Like, maybe I'll just buy it and like it. No, it didn't work out. And then when I reached out to Microsoft, right? Because, you know, I don't know how your refunds work. I don't know, because there's no refund button on my Xbox store on my Xbox.
I didn't see one either, Ryan.
There just isn't.
No. If you do a refund, you have to go to the website.
Yeah, so I went to the Microsoft account website.
Yeah.
There's no button on there either. Nothing. There was no
If you
like
go into
refund, nothing. at all.
okay, if you go into your purchases,
Yes.
there should be right beside it, right beside whatever thing you're looking for, there should be like a couple of buttons, and one of them should be get a refund.
Nope. I didn't have that.
I'm gonna go
didn't.
there right now.
So I what I did was I reached out to Microsoft support. So I went to the Xbox website, and when I went to chat with support, and I started chatting with some guy named like Gary, some shit, I don't know, Gary or Henry or Gerbil, something like that.
You don't have to give out his name.
I don't know, whatever. His name was like Gerbil or something. It was a really weird name. I was like, this is totally a
Gerbil.
fake name. Yeah. So I started chatting with him. He was like, oh, okay, is this for gamer tag Jesus Walks Alone? I'm like, yeah, dude, it's for me, man. He's like, am I talking to Jesus? I'm like, yeah, you're talking to Jesus. He's like, okay, what do you need? I was like, I need a refund. He's like, okay, for what? I told him for Train Sim World, and he's like, well, why do you need this refund? He's like, the game is fucking boring. That's what I wrote in the chat. The game is fucking boring, and there's a screen tearing issue. Like, you know, there's a screen tear, you know, like it's bad. Like I told him it's really bad. I don't know how it got past you guys, but it's bad. And he was like, oh, okay, we're going to check your account real quick. And like a couple minutes later, he was like, okay, your refund is processed. You should go check it real quick and see if you see like the refund was processed on there. And I was like, yeah, it says refund processed. He's like, okay, we're going to do this as a one-time courtesy. Any other refunds you want to ask for may not get processed. I was like, what?
Whatever.
Like, I thought that was the new policy of Microsoft to just give you a refund if you play less than 2 hours.
Right.
But apparently, like, they're like, no, like, we might not give you the next refund if you ask for another one or something. I was like, that's fucking weird.
How many games have you refunded, Ryan?
I've just done that one.
I've done like 3 or 4.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never done
Not
any.
just that one.
But I
Yeah,
don't
so-
have a purchase recently, and I think that's why the button's not showing up. But the buttons aren't showing up for me either now, Jesus. I wonder
Yeah,
if they.
it wasn't there. Like, I was looking for it, and then when it said like,
I'm wondering if they took it out.
and then when I clicked on there to say like show more or show options or something like that, I clicked on that and it said how to get a refund, and I clicked on that, and then it said, yeah, go to the order history, and then there's a button there for your refund. And I was like, there's no fucking button there. That's why I ended up chatting with the support guy. But yeah, so that's my take on Train Sim World.
There's different ones, Jesus. There's a lot, just as you described, on Steam, and
Yeah,
they're all in
I
that
don't
similar
doubt it.
fashion.
Yeah, but
There's a
Jesus
bunch
doesn't
on
have
there.
Steam.
No, I'm
Yeah, I
just
know.
pointing out that there's a lot of games just like it on Steam.
Yeah, and
Different
I know
names,
they're really
different
popular.
companies.
PC
Some are-
gamers
yeah.
are really into that shit. Europe is really into that shit, like Euro Truck Simulator.
I would,
all that
yeah,
stuff.
there's a couple I've considered getting that thought, okay, it looks, they're just not more, they're not simulations, but they're more or less like, okay, drive the train from A to B to pick up resources and bring it back
And that's
to
it. And that sounds
B.
pretty. That's what I thought it was. Like,
Yeah.
passenger, pick him up, drop him off over there, go really fast. Oh,
Yeah, go
it's
really
not that
fast.
at
There's a
all.
couple like that that I
Not
would
that at all.
probably enjoy.
This is like go to work and drive a train like real people do in real life. Yeah.
I think if
that's
it
what
wasn't
is.
too heavy on all the controls, then that would be.
And there's a lot of controls, yeah, because
consider it.
like when you're pulling up
Dude,
to
yeah.
a station, when you're pulling up to a station, if you're going like 25 miles an hour, it'll tell you like you need to start applying the brakes like a mile before the station.
Yeah.
Like put the brake into position 1, and then like if it's going too fast still, put it into position 2, and if it's going way too fast, 3 or 4 or emergency stop. And it's like all these fucking controls to like learn. I was like, fuck, I wouldn't be able to play this like in free mode at all because I would just crash all the trains.
If they had or added or will add things like where it automatically will do it so you can see what the game is trying to help you do as far as like, okay, it
like an
automatically
easy
put it
mode.
down into second
Yeah.
gear, first gear, whatever, then that would be
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Then I'd be like, okay, I see what the game is trying to teach
But
me.
there's a lot to a train, man. There's a lot more to a train than I thought there was.
Yeah.
They got a lot of shit to deal with in that fucking cabin. I didn't even think about that. Like I was like, fuck, they got all these
Well,
buttons
and-
for lights and shit and
And a
horn
real
and-
engineer is
Yeah.
like you to be a real like. There's a lot of shit you need to learn, man. Like you can't fucking go, faster than you're supposed to. If you go
Yeah.
faster than you're supposed to, you can fuck shit up.
Yeah,
and
you can
will
derail
get
that
fired.
shit.
Like,
yeah.
You will literally, they will know and they will fire you the second you step off that fucking train or suspend you. I know people that work in the industry, so
Yeah, there was. And I was thinking about that, and I was because recently here in Oregon there was a train derailment. Like a train fucking
saw
flew
that
off
one.
the tracks, dude, and
That was bad.
it landed on a fucking freeway. That thing like flew off the tracks. It was a passenger train
That's
going
crazy.
to Seattle.
Killed a bunch of people. I remember that.
Yeah, it killed like a few. I don't know. I think it killed like a couple people, but a lot of people were injured. And I remember like looking at it, like the guy, and then everybody like the investigation concluded, the guy was going like 80 miles an hour on 30-mile-an-hour turn. Of course, the train was gonna fucking derail.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
like,
Super dangerous,
Yeah.
man.
yeah, they were just hauling ass, and they never slowed down before that turn. But yeah, I mean, if you're interested in a simulation of a train, I guess, and you really like trains, buy it because it's not really an expensive game. It's $30, and you're gonna get like the rest of the version later for free because it tells you on there like when you buy this, you're gonna get like the full upgrade for free when it comes out later on this year. So if you're into that, get that. Whatever. That's one of the games that I played this week, guys. Let's move on to my friend Henley here.
Yeah. Oh, just one other point before I
Yeah.
talk about what I've been playing. Just what if we had like bullet trains? That would be cool if they added that. I'd love to drive a
Super
bullet
speed
train.
trains.
Hell yeah.
You want to drive those trains that go 300 miles an hour?
Yeah, I saw our good friend
Fuck yeah.
Mojo Red talking about how he goes from England to France, in those bullet trains.
Yeah, that's one of the
Sounds
trains in the game. That's one of the trains in the game. It's like called something high speed train. The HST is literally what they call it. High speed
Or-
train.
Like those ones, if they add like the Japan one, where those things do like 200 miles an hour or like
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah, that's
speeds.
ridiculous. Yeah. And yeah, the one that train in the
And
game had
even if
max
they're
speed of,
there,
like-
the game would still be boring as hell.
yeah, the game. Yeah, it's literally a simulation. You're literally working. Like you got manage so many things at once that you're like, fuck, this is a job. This isn't a game.
Oh yeah. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's what
I'd
it
end
is.
up crashing the train because I fell asleep. I was too bored.
Yeah, you pass out. It's like you pass your station 3 miles back. Go back.
Yeah. You get up, train's derailed, everything's on fire. People are screaming. Jesus, like, what happened?
I don't know. Fell asleep.
Who was driving?
Anyways, what have you been
right.
playing, Henley?
I played that Trials of the Blood Dragon. I think that was free
Oh, yeah.
Xbox, whatever they call it.
Games with gold.
Games of Gold, yeah. I think whatever that second Trials game was, I forgot what the second one was called, and so
Fusion.
I
Fusion,
like
yeah.
the first one, that was good. I think I went through the whole campaign, and then when they came out with the second one, I think I probably made it halfway through, and I was like, man, I'm just so bored with this. Not only did I find it, and I know
tracks just got so fucking hard for me. Like,
yeah, that was
once you got
thing.
into the, like, I got through the easy tracks, I got through the medium tracks, and then the hard tracks, I was just like, fuck
It's
this.
impossible, dude. You gotta fly your bicycle through a fucking ring of fire and like all this, like, and then land backwards, and then
You gotta land your front tire on the ring of fire, and then you gotta flip 3 times in the air and catch your front tire on the lip of the next thing, and then you gotta rock yourself back and forth a couple of times until you get the motion to get up above.
Yeah,
that shit,
those
man.
just
just
really
insane.
insane.
It's just stupid.
And then you turn on the ghost, the one, you know how, like, you can turn on the
And they're
ghost.
like,
to see how they
hey,
do.
whoa, hey, yeah, done.
Yeah, like they're just hauling ass through the track. You're like way behind them. You're like, how the fuck is he up there? Come all the way back here.
I think the second one was when Ubisoft bought it.
Yeah.
When they started on the second Trials game, and we're adding multiplayer. You could race on and that was boring. That was dumb.
That was more like racing a ghost, right? You were racing the ghost of your friends.
No, you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it actually had like an actual
I thought I was racing the ghost of like
multiplayer to
friends.
it.
I think there was like you lined up on the track, like there was 3 or 4 people on the track, and you were running at the same time.
It was like 6 or 7.
Yeah,
it was
something
more,
like
but yeah, it didn't feel like, oh, like I'm winning because I'm going faster. I wonder if you race. I was like, man, am I really racing real people like they say? But yeah, so play the second one. Didn't much care for it. I think, like you said, it got really hard.
The coolest thing about the second one was the menu music.
Yeah.
I love the menu music. The second one.
Welcome to the future.
Fucking like electronic music.
So this was, I think, Trials of the Blood Dragon. I didn't know it was a standalone game. I thought it was like DLC for the second one. But
no,
it's a full game, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but this one's
it has
more,
points where you get off the bike too, right?
yeah. So this
Really?
one's actually like where you
Yeah.
get off the bike and it's got a story.
Oh shit.
You have like an actual hub of where you and your sister reside and go through different things. I think you can like choose different missions from there and gather intel and look in your locker and get different cosmetic uniforms and crap like that. So I don't know. I think I'm going to continue on with this because it's not like, it's from what I've seen so far, only playing an hour. It's like, it's not, doesn't seem to be getting to where it's like so difficult I can't continue or just frustrated with it. So,
Okay.
yeah. It's okay so far. It looks cool. I like the color and the palette style. It's got all
Yeah,
the
okay.
colors.
I gotta boot that up sometime.
It's got like that 80s vibe to it.
I got it downloaded, yeah.
So, what have you been playing, Ryan?
Well, guys, there's been another beta for Sea of Thieves.
Yep.
You played that game
And-
again?
And for the last 2 days, I have played the living shit out of it. And they've added a whole bunch of new stuff to the beta.
Yeah.
There's new missions. There's new. You can customize your ship now. There's new weapon skins and new clothing, and lots of new stuff was added. And there was we had this one mission that we went on, and it was an epic mission. So all of a sudden we look up, and there's this big skull in the sky made out of clouds, and his eyes are lighting up. They're lighting up, and we're like, what the hell is that thing? So we're like, all right, let's fucking head towards this crazy-ass skeleton in the sky. So we start heading towards it. We get there, and there's one of those skeleton fortresses. So we're like, all right, well, let's get on the fortress. Let's get on the island, and we get on there, and we're killing skeletons. And one of the people we were with, they knew what we were doing, and they were like, listen, this, it can take a while, blah, blah, blah. Just keep plugging away at it, and let's just keep going. So sure enough, we kept going, and we're all thinking like something's glitched. Like we've been here for an hour just killing these skeletons, and it's not like the regular skeletons. They're more powerful and they have more health, and they eat bananas now. So like they'll run away from you and start eating bananas and shit. So you got to kill them even like get on them even harder. But man, we plugged away, and then all of a sudden, boom, the captain comes out and he's got a big red name over his head and he's a fucking pain in the ass to kill. So we're all trying to shoot him. We're trying to get him with our swords. We're trying to shoot him. We can't kill him. Keep dying. And then Jesus, I think it was you who came up with a brilliant idea. He's like, I'm going to take this exploding barrel in with me and just chuck it in there and blow him up. And fucking sure enough, it worked.
Yeah, I ran in there, right? Because the guy's a bitch to kill. Let's be real here. We were there for an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. When you first pull up to that island, let's start with this. When you first pull up to it, you're getting shot at by the different cannon like little forts they have around the island, and you're getting shot at by lots of cannons, constantly bombarded with cannon fire. So your ship has to maneuver far enough away from the island to, be away out of range out of those fucking cannons shooting you, because they'll hit you. They have really good aim. For being skeletons and having no eyeballs, they have
AI. They had really good aim.
Yeah, they had super good aim. Like they were just destroying our ship, and our ship had already
ship looked like fucking Swiss cheese.
When I joined you guys today, I think I played with you guys 4 or 5 hours. And
we were talking about the night before though. Right now,
But whatever happened to you guys today? Because when I joined, like, come on in, you can join in, and I was like, the fuck happened to your ship?
Yeah, it was bad. Like, you think that was holes bad, dude? It, Our ship last night had a one of those like the 2x4s or whatever on every panel of the ship, every single one, like top deck, lower deck. Every single fucking thing had a fucking board on it. Like there was not one part of that ship that wasn't touched with the cannonball. Anyways, so we're pulling up there, and Mojo is chilling. We're all just pulling up there. Next thing you know, we're getting shot at. So we're like, Mojo, stay on the boat. And Mojo's doing his best, to stay on the ship and kind of maneuver it. We're trying to swim to the island. I swim to it. I get in there, dude. First thing I see is like 10 fucking skeletons spawn in front of me, and they're chasing me, and they're wearing they look like ninja skeletons because they have like these blue bandanas on their head and they got like blue like shirts on and blue belts or something like that. And they're chasing me, and then there's regular ones with them, and they're just and then they have like the blunderbuss with them. A lot of them have the blunderbuss, so they're just shooting you from a distance, taking down like half your health because they have really good aim.
I got shot.
So they're constantly shooting you, and so it took us a good amount of I think it was probably 30 minutes of us just trying to get into the towers where the cannons were to take them out, to have Mojo pull the ship up closer. And that even took 30 minutes, dude. By the time we were done with this battle, by the time the captain even showed up, we had been, it was probably well over an hour almost, I would say.
Yeah, we were there for a long time, man.
Because it was constantly dying, dude.
The skeletons just kept repeating over. They kept respawning and respawning. Oh, we were sitting there thinking, well, this must be glitched.
We were literally about to leave. We were like, fuck this. We're going to leave. Like, we got to get out of here. This is too much.
And then all of a sudden he showed up. And we're like, yeah!
Anyways, and then so we finally got to a point where we couldn't kill the guy, right? He had killed all of us, like me, you, Mandy, and Mojo. He killed all of us a bunch of times. So I was like, you know what? Let's grab this fucking gunpowder barrel and throw it in there and blow it up. So I grab it and I'm running in there and I see him. He has his back towards me. You're in there, Ryan. Mojo's in there. And I think Mandy was coming back on the island, so I dropped the barrel right behind him. I turn around and just start fucking shooting at the barrel, and Mojo starts shooting at it. We're all shooting at it, and I see boom! It just killed me, but it killed him too. So and then I think it was you or Mandy that was like, "He's dead! He's dead!" And we're like, "Fuck yeah!" Like we were all happy, and
it was Mandy. Yeah, Mandy was like, "He's dead! He's dead!" And then she got the key. Yeah. And we went down to the bottom of the fortress, and there's a little door at the bottom of the fortress that has a green lock on it. And you have to have this little skull key to open it. So you put the skull key in, and there's a big, huge treasure chest that gives you 2,500 gold.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of little trinkets and stuff in there. And we made a killing doing that. It was a lot of fun, but fuck, it took forever.
They did.
We had a blast. Like it was fun while we were doing it. We were getting frustrated at some points, but we kept plugging away at it, and it finally made it.
Even one of the little ships came around that island while we were doing that, because I'm pretty sure they probably saw the skull too on top of the island. What the fuck is that? So I'm pretty sure they were like, and then they started getting shot at by the cannons. So like, fuck this. They just kind of like
took off.
Yeah, they were just kind of just cruising around the island watching us fight like 20 skeletons at a time, dude. They were just spawning, and you would have it was like Call of Duty Zombies when you have a train of zombies chasing you. It's like that, but with fucking skeletons. And there's
one point.
Did those skeletons?
There's one point where I fired myself. When I fired myself onto the island, I come onto the island and I drop on, and there's Jesus. Jesus comes running around from a rock, and there's like this row of fucking skeletons just following him. I'm like, Jesus Christ, get me out of here!
Did he look like Jack Sparrow running down the?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he looked like Jack Sparrow just running. Yeah, it was pretty incredible, man. It was a good moment. It was fun. Okay, I know people are gonna give me shit for this. You have fun, Jesus? Yeah, it was fun. That was fun.
As soon as Jesus came into the game, I'm like, "What are you doing here, Jesus?
Yeah, everybody
gonna be bored.
Shit.
Get out of here.
Playing Sea of Thieves, guys. I'm just trying to give it another chance. I told you guys the only reason I was playing is because Mojo was there. I got to listen to his British voice.
smooth voice.
His smooth British voice. It calms my nerves. It's awesome. Yeah. But
we had a blast. We really did have fun.
We and then literally we finished that, and we were like all swimming towards our ship, and we're just like, holy fuck, this is Swiss cheese, dude. Like, it's just holes everywhere. You just see holes. That's all you see. It was crazy, man. But it was worth it. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a blast, man. And then we got into some epic battles with some other ships too. Yeah. Like we were, there was a lot more people this time. We would run into people every once in a while. It's still a little barren. It's still a little bit like you don't see people a lot, but when you do, you usually run into each other a couple of times, and it's like, oh.
And I think this game, that kind of works for this game, even though I kind of don't sell forever and you don't see somebody. It does make it to where when you do see a ship coming upon you, and you see them kind of turning towards you, and you're turning towards them, it's like,
excited.
Oh fuck, shit's about to get real.
Yeah, here we go,
guys. Get ready for some shit, because this is gonna
load up the cannons. Right, here we go.
Yeah, and everybody's like doing their shit. Right, adjust the sails. Get some more cannonballs. Okay, you got planks. Yeah, I got planks. You got your guns ready. Yeah, okay. Switching to the blunderbuss. We're switching to the sniper rifle. Everybody's just like doing different things to get ready for this fucking fight.
You know what I had? I had a blast today because I got to drive a lot.
Yeah, you did, Gunny.
I was driving today. Jesus was driving. Gib was driving. Then, we were kind of rotating in and out today because we were doing different things. But then Mojo came in. He's like, I'll drive. And it was cool, like, to just take different roles.
Yeah, we all got to take the different roles. And
I feel like last night we had a really good crew. And I think it was because of the communication we had. I mean, we all had mics and we were all talking. And Mandy, she knew how to really play the game. She knew a lot about it. It seems like she played a lot of it before because she knew exactly what was going to happen at the Skull Island. She was like, "Yeah, guys, we're going to get in there. We're going to die a lot." And this guy,
she was the only one that had ever done it before.
Yeah, she's like a big guy with the hat and like a coat's going to come out, and he's the captain, and we got to kill him. And then we get the key, and then we get the treasure. We're like, okay, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but okay, we're gonna listen to you. And it was epic, dude. It was an hour, probably over an hour, man. Honestly.
Well, we did it a little faster today. When we did it today, it was a little faster.
It seemed like yesterday it somehow glitched or something because it was constantly just
something was off.
Respawn. Today it took us like 30 minutes, right? 20 minutes?
30, 40 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. It wasn't nearly as long as yesterday's fight.
Yeah, because when I joined you guys today, your ship was battle.
Yeah, it was torn apart.
Yeah, I was like, nice patch job, guys. What
actually happened to us is when we were heading to Skull Island. We had just spawned into the game. We were barely we weren't even on our first voyage yet, and as we get to the island, we see another galleon just cruising around it, and you're like, oh fuck. And we're kind of like cruising alongside, and I'm like, okay, let's not shoot at these guys. Let's kind of just be friends with them for right now, because we kind of need them, you know. We know how hard this shit is to fight. And no, the first thing we do when we're passing by them, they fucking shoot at us. First thing, dude. I'm like,
no, Jesus, if you remember correctly, the first thing that happened was you snuck onto their ship.
No, that's incorrect. As we were going by them the time when we were
they did fire at us.
They fired at us, man. Right. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, we weren't even firing at you guys. We're just here to help you guys. Well, but I guess only one crew gets the key, right? So it's like, okay, you know, like.
So what happened?
Get the key.
Speaking of that, Ryan, what even happened today? If you were with me and Airborne Junkie today, where I think when we were directly behind like another ship and chasing that ship, like they were coming up the ladders. Were they just jumping off of their own ship and then waiting until we arrived?
Because we were following behind them, they were jumping off the back of their ship and then getting onto our ladder and coming up.
Yeah, because I finally, because I'm just standing there and I'm looking at the ship and I've got my what do you call it, the telescope thing out, you know, and I'm like, before I know it, I'm getting shot in the head. The guy's standing next to me.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah,
but then I was like, okay, now I got to watch the ladders. I'm like, no, I see him. He's in the water. I can see his gamer tag.
You were chasing these guys, and they kept jumping off of their ship and just waiting for us to go over them, and they would just climb onto our ladders.
But we were killing them every time. Like, it's like they were just getting destroyed, and then there was a point where like we just kept running into those guys over and over again. And I think they were like,
no, we were getting
pissed off because we were just fucking hunting them down after a while. We're just like, screw it, we're going after these sons of bitches.
But finally, me and Airborne, we finally sunk a ship today.
Yeah.
Actually, it was Airborne and his shooting skills took one down.
And the two of us were nailing that ship with cannons.
Good times.
Awesome. Yeah, okay.
But I can't wait, guys. I hope there's even more in the final release. I think, I really do hope there's more. It's and there's a couple of stores and shops that are new that opened up in this beta.
Yeah, they have now they have it where you have to buy the customization of your ship. So you got to buy the sails, you got to buy the paint. Every ship basically looks the same right now. Like they're all like just wood and like white sails.
Yeah.
So I know when the game comes out, you're gonna tell who's the noob and who's like if you run across a ship that's like black and has black sails and fucking skulls on the side of the ship or something like oh fuck.
You know what was pretty cool? What was when I first saw you today, Jesus, where you actually look like freaking like a captain of a pirate ship. That was
because I had that hat on, the beard, the eye patch, and the hook hand, and I had all that shit. Yeah, because I just spent all that money that quests we did last.
But then what threw me off was when those guys were coming onto our ship while we're chasing them, and then you would, or I was dying, then you got killed, and then you would come back, and you'd come back as like no shirt on, no eye patch, nothing. And I'm sitting there over there whacking you with a sword, like, oh, wait, that's Jesus. Never mind. I thought it was an enemy.
It wouldn't take a minute to load
you
in.
totally, like, your appearance totally changed.
Yeah.
Until you put on your
probably was just taking a second for his clothes to load on.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, what I like about this game is the interaction with friends. It was last night constantly. I want to say the whole time we were playing, I first jumped on, Jonathan was on the crew, and then Jonathan left to go eat dinner. Ryan got on the crew, and then people were just switching, constantly switching.
That's what it was like
swapping
today.
People out all day. Yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, you want to jump in? Okay, you jump in. You want to okay, I'm leaving. You jump on the crew. Okay, you jumped on the crew. It was just constantly people switching out. Like even today, when I'm pretty sure when I left earlier, you guys probably swapped in Johnny, right? Andrew?
Yeah, Johnny came in. Yeah. Mojo came in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's cool about that. How you can just swap people in and continue waging or whatever, doing what you're doing.
Yeah, so it's letting you do that now where it wasn't before. And there's also new missions, new mission types. There's missions where you have to you get a cage and you have to trap like a chicken or a pig.
I got a chicken.
And you have to get specific colored chicken or whatever, and then you have to take it back to a specific island before a specific time. So they give you a time, and they give you an island that you have to get to, and then they give you what you need to turn in at that island.
So what I noticed about that was there's 3 different ranks in the game. One of the ranks is the gold hoarder rank, and that's like the pirate rank. Like, how much gold do you have? How much gold have you made? That's one rank. And
that's the one that's been in there the whole time. That's the rank that they've always had in there.
They've added the trading rank. The trading rank is the one that you were just talking about, where you have to transport.
Yeah, the merchants.
Yeah, the merchant rank. Yeah, that shit. Yeah. So you're just transporting like chickens from one place to another place, or you're like, I'm pretty sure later on in the full game, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have like goods, right? Like, transport this fucking barrel of sugar to this island or whatever the fuck, or this barrel of whatever to this island, or this barrel of bananas to this island, and but you're ranking up each different one. So there's definitely going to be players in this game that are going to take the peaceful route. I would say kind of peaceful and be merchants and rank up in that aspect.
And see, that's where we're going to come in as pirates and get these merchants
and just fucking Arr,
matey.
But the game is fun. It's a fun game, but
so far I've only seen.
What's that? Jesus, what? I don't think I heard you.
I meant the game is boring.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play it when it comes out.
I don't play this when it comes out. It's gonna be.
I only
boring.
play it because you guys play it. That's the reason. But I've only seen 3 ships at the most. I think it was today. Was it 3 or 4? Was on the same instance / server.
That's what
I got a question for Ryan.
20,
how much,
like
Ryan?
20 people per server.
How many ships is too much ships in one server? As far as
you know what, I think that there needs to be that space. You know what I mean? There needs to be. You need to be able to. I don't want to get in the game, get on my ship, and then I'm constantly getting bombarded by other ships.
Just like we did today, where we chased that ship.
Explore a little bit,
Yeah, just like we were doing that other ship, just trolling them.
So little, ships on the sea at the same time.
What I want is the ability to create an armada, kind of like a clan.
Yeah,
call them armadas, and then have like the horrible gamers armada, and then like just like be like, hey, like, you guys want to play with, like, okay, you want to play with us? Okay, let's we're all gonna be on the same server, and you guys can run around with us. And like be on the smaller ship, and we kind of help each other out. We just kind of cruise together and like.
Dude, that would be fucking awesome.
Fucking awesome, right?
You start a fleet of ships.
And then you run into like another fleet. Like, let's say you have 3 or 4 ships with you, like, right, and then you guys are just cruising along.
Epic battle.
And then all of a sudden in the distance you see like through the fog like one big ship coming in. Then behind them you see like 3 or 4 more. You're like, oh fuck. So like everybody, gets into their battle stations, and you got all the ships kind of lining up and going around and trying to flank. That would be so epic, but I don't think they're ever going to do that.
That would be cool if they did something like that. Just like they did in Minecraft, where they added servers, and let's say you
just for like battle servers, just like battle, like get in there with your fucking crew, have your bunch of ships with you, your allies, and get in there and just fucking mess people up, fight with each other, guys, and try to get each other's gold. Like, yeah, you still have quests, but at the same time you're fighting with other big groups of ships.
That would be cool.
That'd be pretty cool. Be neat.
Fun.
Talking to you. Rare, listen to me. Got a good idea there.
No, I think Ubisoft's going to do it with their stuff. With
that other game, yeah. Skull and Bones will definitely probably have something like that. Yeah, it seems like a very battle-heavy game.
I don't know. I think Skull and Bones is going to be more just ship battles. It's going to be more,
ship, right?
It's going to be more. You're running into people constantly, fighting on a ship. I don't think you're even going to really get off the ship.
It's going to be like Assassin's Creed 4, where you're just constantly running into the big ships and fighting with them.
Maybe it'll be more of like. Oh gosh, what is the name of it? Windows 10 version just came out for the ship battles.
Oh, World of War Tanks? No.
Yeah. World of Ships.
World of Ships.
I haven't played that yet. I haven't been on the Windows 10
I played it a little bit. It was okay until I went into multiplayer.
It's been out for a while, right? So yeah, just like World of Tanks, I was like, I'm done.
Like, I was playing. I didn't even realize I was playing against the AI until I was like, okay, this is pretty simple. Like, you play with real people, but against computer AI, and I thought it was just regular people we were playing against. But then I realized that we weren't, And I went in and I was like, okay, let's try this online thing. Did the online thing, just got fucking demolished.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is no good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves, guys, it's coming out soon.
Woohoo.
And stay tuned at the end of the show for a special Sea of Thieves song.
Rare. We give you permission, Rare. Go ahead. You can use it. Even though I wasn't the one who made it, I'm giving them permission.
No, I'm not giving you permission because I don't have permission to use music that I used, but
It's
I used
horrible
it
gamers'
anyways.
intellectual property right now.
We're doing it anyway.
You guys will see what I'm talking about at the end of the
see
show.
what happens. You'll see
Stay
what happens.
tuned because there's a little piece of something at the end of the show that you're going to want to listen to.
It's a special treat.
And another things that I played, guys. I was about to say another news. So on Jesus's VR experiences, I experienced something really cool this week. It was an experience that I downloaded. It was a free thing on the PSVR store, which a lot of things are free actually. So it's called Skyrim VR.
Well,
No, it's not.
that's free?
So the other thing, no, the free thing is different. I'm going to talk about Skyrim real quick because Ryan's not here. I want to talk about the other thing when he's here. So Skyrim VR, I bought this. It was $40 on sale on Amazon. I had like $60 or $50 on my Amazon account, and so I decided to buy this game. And I bought it, and I got it. And Skyrim VR, Gunny, it's pretty cool, dude. It's pretty fucking cool.
Let me ask you something really quick. I've only seen very little gameplay of it, but you know how it shows when you're watching it on the screen, not in VR, where it's kind of showing your hands and different...
yeah, like it shows your hands floating.
Right. Is that what you're seeing?
Yes. So when you first start the game, different settings, there's kind of settings you can mess around with. So one of the settings, when the game first starts up, you're in the little wagon, you're going to get executed or whatever, like, Skyrim. and it is pretty epic. So I was, looking around, and the thing is, you turn your head with the sticks, because I'm using a controller, so you turn your head with the right thumbstick or the left thumbstick, one of the two. And the camera turns, right? But when the camera's turning, it's kind of like you're doing it in it's not like smooth. It's more like in frames. So
I know what you're talking about. The way your hands.
You know what I mean? Like it's like choppy. It's not like you're just moving. It's like
it's not free flow.
You're just kind of like snapping, kind of, like to different sections that you can look at. But you can move your head up and down, left and right, and look around you. It's kind of the camera generally is facing that direction, right? It's kind of like wherever you point, like move the stick to, is facing that direction. So, I was doing that, but it's really cool seeing like Ulfric Stormcloak sitting next to you, and he's just sitting there and he's looking at you and he's gagged up, and the guy's talking, the thief is talking about like, oh, I would have stole that horse, if you guys wouldn't have been over there fucking around and got me caught. And then like they're asking you like, why are you here? And you're like, oh, like you're gonna be quiet, okay, whatever. And then you're just looking around, it's pretty epic, dude. Getting to see the snow and like it's snowing, and you see like the moose going through the forest or the trees, and like what I noticed, the first thing that I noticed in Skyrim VR because I played a lot of Skyrim on my 360. I played it on my Xbox One. I fucking played a lot of it, and I noticed how much detail is in the game that I never noticed before. Like I'm looking around and I'm seeing the detail in the guy's clothing, their armor, the way it looks, the detail on the wagon, the detail of the world. Like you're looking at the world and you're seeing all the detail in the trees, in the sky, and everything. It's pretty incredible.
They got to do something like
did there.
This can't be a port because they have to build this for VR. So I'm curious how they did this.
Anyways, so one thing that Skyrim VR experience was the detail, right? Like all the detail. It's pretty crazy. So you go through the first section where you're going to get executed. The dragon comes in. He's pretty big looking because obviously you're in first person mode and you're kind of like in this world. Yeah. one thing I didn't like was that movement, Gunny, that frame choppy thing where you're turning and it's kind of like in sections. I didn't like that at first, right? So what I did was I as soon as that happened, I pressed into start. And I went into settings. You can go into the VR settings of your of Skyrim. There's VR settings, and you can move the camera to be smooth. So when you're turning with the stick on your controller, the turning it's not choppy. So like I think they did it that way so people don't get sick. The people that
Right.
do get sick,
Makes sense.
you know. But I turned it to smooth and I put it up pretty high, like almost like max. And then I put it to smooth. So like now when I turn like the stick, the camera just is turning, like it's just like it's turning, and then you look up and down, and your head movements is what controls your little your reticle. And you know if you have like a reticle in Skyrim, like the little thing in the middle, it controls that. You kind of have like a little reticle, and then it's pretty much Skyrim but way more immersive. I've done like playing these first few like missions, you know, when you go meet the Jarl and Whiterun and all that shit. Actually like I noticed so many more things about Skyrim being in the VR than I'd ever have playing it normal on a TV. Like you notice when there's like a little cave off to the side somewhere, you're like, I've never even been here before. What the fuck? You know, like and you go in there and it's like a whole like mine and you got a whole section in there of things going on, you know. It's just you notice a lot of details that you'd never noticed before because you're so immersed in it. You can look around and see things next to you, and I really like it. I think it's one of the coolest VR experiences on VR, like Skyrim VR.
It sounds really cool.
It is, man. So I recommend it for people that have a PSVR and haven't played Skyrim on it. You should really try it. At least rent it through GameFly or get it cheap somewhere like I did, you know, on Amazon for $40. Because I was gonna buy Bravo Team. That shooting game that came out.
Is that the one that was on Steam? Is that the same
I'm
thing?
surprised. No, I don't think so.
Because I know, might be thinking of a different game, but I thought Bravo Team was like
exclusive.
Team.
I think
versus...
Bravo Team's an exclusive
PSVR.
Yeah.
So I was gonna buy that, but every review I read was the game like bad. Like I'm talking like there people are talking shit like this is the worst fucking thing VR has ever put out. Like this is bad. Like people are saying like it's just it's pretty much like a Time Crisis game where you're going through with the squad. Like you have another person with you as like the second player. It's another person on a VR headset, or it could be an AI thing, right? Like an AI soldier next to you, and you guys are just kind of like running through the missions, but it's like Time Crisis where you're just shooting at things, and then the game kind of takes control of the characters, and they move them to the next spot, and you stop, and you keep shooting at different things, and then you move to another section, you stop, you keep shooting. It's just like that. It's not like you're controlling the guy or whatever. Like, so I hear it's really bad. But so that's why I didn't get that. I got Skyrim instead, which was pretty much the same price, $40. You know.
Man, that sounds like a really good experience, especially playing a game that's
Skyrim. It's a really cool experience getting to like walk into the towns and you know you're in the world, man. It's really immersive because the detail they put into that game is just incredible.
Do they have mods where that you can add to this?
No, mods are not enabled for the VR version. It's just the vanilla Skyrim.
Well, I would think it would be cool to have that sometime in the future, in the near future, where you could have the no doors, or what is it, no door loading?
The no door loading, the open cities or whatever. You just walk into the city, the doors open. Yeah. That would be really cool. But yeah, because the loading screens do kind of like, you know, you're just sitting there waiting like, oh, fuck, this city has to load. You know, you're just kind of sitting there waiting. It'd be cool if they could take those out. So I rode a horse in it. That's really fucking, like, it's pretty cool, man, you know, because you're like on the horse and you see the fucking horse's head and shit. You're just like cruising around with the fucking horse. It's pretty fucking cool. But yeah, I look forward to trying to kill a dragon in that shit because they're big. They're big fucking dragons. I didn't think they were that big because, you know, when you play the game, you don't really like kind of get a sense of scale of how big these things are. But when you're in it, you know, and you're looking at a soldier in front of you, he's at your eye level, and you're like, oh, fuck, this guy's like a normal-sized person. in like normal Skyrim, he looks like a little fucking tiny person, you know, like, yeah.
That would be cool. Anyways, just to travel to different parts of the world, man.
Yeah, and that's what I want to do. Really, that's what I want to do. I kind of just want to be in the world, just traveling around. You know, I don't know if I'm really interested in playing the whole game again. I'm more interested in just exploring the world. Like, I want to see what the different cities look like and just go to them and kind of experience them. That'd be pretty interesting. But yeah, Skyrim VR, guys, I recommend that.
Sweet.
But like I was saying, the free thing that I played, Gunny, is this thing I think it's called Allumere or something like that. Something starts with an A. A-L-L something something. Allumere or Allumere. Something like that. But it's like pretty much it's a short experience. It's not too long, and it's basically a movie in VR that's for free at the PSVR store. I'm pretty sure they have it for Oculus and the Vive and all the other fucking VRs. But it's a really cool movie. It's like think of like any kind of Pixar movie or like a DreamWorks movie that's like the animation, like what's that movie, like Toy Story or Monster Inc., all that shit, you know what I mean, like that kind of animation.
Yeah. So is it like a 3D type experience?
Yeah, so you're watching a movie and you're kind of just, your head is the camera, and you can just be in this world and look around, and like they did a pretty good detailed like world around this city. It was like a story of like this girl who's selling these wands, and these wands kind of like have power to them or whatever, but you know, it's what her and her mom have as a living, you know, and that's kind of what they do as a living. So it's kind of showing her story of like what happened to her mom, why is she alone now, like why is she alone now, and it kind of takes you back in time to show you like with her mom, and her mom showing her how to sell and how to be good, how to give to people that are really poor, you know, instead of taking their money, you kind of just help them out, you know. And there's no voice acting. It's all like little noises and shit they're making, but it's really cool seeing like this world, man, because you can just, everything's moving and nothing stops. It's literally an experience. It's really fucking cool. I liked it so much.
Cool.
Yeah, I wish more movies would come out like that, right? Like, I think that style of like animation would be really cool to make full experiences of it in VR. Things like that. I look forward to seeing more if they make any more.
Sweet.
But yeah, that's my VR experiences this week, guys. I didn't go back and play the other games in VR just yet because there's so many.
No, any Fallout 4? Any Fallout 4 planned for PSVR? I believe that's a thing on Steam, Oculus.
There?
Yes. Oh wait,
another
PSVR doesn't have that.
Bethesda game. That might have been the first one that came out, right, Ryan? Fallout 4, and then it was Skyrim?
Doom's the other one that
Doom is the one they have on there.
Doom VR, yeah.
But one thing, you know, like I have to say about Skyrim VR, I kind of wish I would have got Doom because I played Skyrim already so many times.
Yeah,
it's kind of like I've been here before. I kind of know
return it.
And I'm thinking about it and just getting Doom VFR because I haven't played Doom. I should just experience it in VR.
Oh, dude,
and I heard on another podcast that it actually runs really good with all the jumping around. Yeah, they said it runs good as far as...
It's still apparently very fast-paced.
Okay.
And like one of the best running like fast-paced games on VR.
It's not like that Dawn, Until Dawn, Rush of Blood.
No, it's not on rails.
Yeah, so okay. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't buy Bravo Team, because I don't want an experience that's on rails. Because I could watch videos that are like on rails. I could watch movies and experiences.
A lot of VR stuff is like that.
Yeah, so like Skyrim isn't like that. Skyrim is just literally Skyrim, but you're in it and you just do whatever the fuck you want. You can go anywhere, do whatever. It's just Skyrim, but you're in it. Yeah, it's really cool. But I should probably get Doom VFR and check that out. What's next, Henley? What's next?
I played Shadows, Flying Tigers. Ryan, I know, played this a few weeks ago, but I finally got to try it out. It was on Xbox.
The flying game? Did you like it?
It's okay. It's all right. It seems simple. I like simple. And I like how the shooting reticle is showing me where I need to shoot. Instead of like at it, it's going, hey, like you need to
shoot forward.
This little X next to your reticle is where you need to be shooting. but I think I don't know if that's in the settings, but it just kind of shows me where.
A lot of flying games have that, right?
This is the first time I've noticed it, as far as like it's telling me you're not shooting in the right place. You need to shoot ahead of the plane, the enemy plane. So that's it doesn't look that good. I mean, it's not exactly a AAA title either. It's got like that foggy, land to it. And yeah, like the voice acting is horrible in it, but the flying is cool. I like the voice acting. It's like this Indian guy, but he's probably not even Indian. Oh, you're doing such a good job, you. Hey, right. I'm like, okay, fuck. This is annoying.
Aren't you like an American fighter?
I don't know what you are, but it's like, the base commander, he's definitely American. Good job, boys. Let's go home. Okay. Like, all right, whatever. But yeah, but the flying's okay. The flying's good, but then
it does. Is it like Blazing Angels? Because I fucking love Blazing Angels, dude.
A little bit.
Is it?
Yeah, not exactly, but it's a little bit like Blazing Angels and like Crimson Skies.
I really like those games.
Yeah, but it has that same feel to it.
Okay.
Jesus.
I don't know if it's got multiplayer
type shooting,
but I'll tell you, the campaign gets friggin' hard, like really hard. So,
is it a long game? Like, is it worth? How much did you pay? $20 for it? $30?
Yeah, $20, and I mean, I probably played it for a good 8 to 10 hours.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's a long list.
Maybe a little less. Maybe 6 to 8 hours so far. Okay. And I think I'm like halfway, maybe a little past halfway through the campaign.
Yeah, I like how it's broken up too, to where you have to play through like a chapter before you can unlock the next one. But then you can always go back to the other ones if you want to. Mm-hmm. Like it starts off with prologue, and then it's training day is the second one, and then it kind of keeps going. That's how it progresses. I didn't like the fact that in the single player campaign, I think it's got multiplayer. I didn't touch that. But it's got a
little bit of the multiplayer with, I think it was the News Machine. Who was that? Damn it, I can't remember who I played it with, but I was playing multiplayer. I mentioned it on the show. I remember I talked about it.
Yeah. Tagging.
Oh, yes, it was Tagging. Right.
I remember. I remember our listeners.
Yeah, but it's got like that bombing run. I didn't like how the camera was set up to where you'll come up over an objective on the ground and you have to, press B or whatever, hold B for the camera to drop your bombs onto artillery or what have you. And I couldn't quite get the camera angle right to show like, okay, I'm directly over it, and when do I need to press B to, drop bombs on it? So that was a little janky, I thought. But other than that, the straight up shooting and real easy to handle, left on the stick, right on the right stick, right on the D-pad will make you flip around, not going backwards, but just to evade other enemies' planes. So, I didn't mess around with it too much. So that's about it. What about you, Ryan? What's your next game?
So me and Jonathan played a little Deep Rock Galactic.
Ooh.
So we were mining. We actually finished a mission, which was cool. We got in and finished that first mission. And basically, as soon as we finished the mission, my trial ran out. And I have the money, but I haven't pulled the trigger on buying it yet, because I'm like, I don't know if I want to hold off and get something else,
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a fun game.
I'm
so
on the fence about that game. I want to get something about it. It's like, I don't want this.
You have to have people that are dedicated to play it with you, because I don't think it's going to be fun to go in there by yourself and try and mine. Like, it's going to be annoying as hell.
Hard as fuck.
So
it feels like you need the full
you need all four people.
Yeah, the full set of the characters to be able to successfully get in there and just mine the fuck out of things and live through it.
But that being said, I think this game would be great if you did have 4 people and you were streaming together on Mixer or something, like co-streaming on Mixer, and then having the interaction with your community. You know,
Or
like because your community
and
can
watch
interact.
yourself.
No.
Supply pods for yourself.
What are you talking about?
I
You
was
can
watching.
cheat and watch yourself and drop supply pods for yourself. Be like, call in supply pods.
I don't know if supply pods you can call in. You can give people health, I
There you
think. I can't remember what the options were
Give
again.
your teammates health when they're streaming.
But you also have to remember it cost you your like fucking lightning
It's
points.
cool, man. You're getting more lightning
People would love
points
to
just
do
for
that.
watching.
Yeah.
People are always
You
dropping
should-
bits and donating money.
By now, you should have like 6,000 or more lightning points in your account. Mixer.
I have at least that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have at least that. Yeah, I have like 6,000 something on there.
Yeah, but it costs like 1,000 to
Oh,
give somebody
fuck.
health.
Oh shit, that's just a lot. Never mind. Scratch that idea.
This is what I'm saying to you. It's not like you can just spam it, right? And also, it's on a timer. Every time you click it, every time someone clicks it,
like a
there's a
cooldown.
timer that has to count down before you can click it again. But anyways, Deep Rock Galactic's pretty fun. It's a colorful game. It's cool. You know, there's hordes of enemies coming at you, these spider things and whatever. And then when you finally complete your objective that you're down there, you're supposed to mine a specific material. Once you've completed that objective, it's like now you have to get back to the dropship, and you basically have to book it while hordes are coming at you. Yeah. So you're booking back to the dropship and like killing as many enemies as you can, but you're also like trying not to kill shit because you don't want to waste ammo. Because you might run out of ammo before you get to the ship, and then you're screwed because you can't get in or whatever, right? Like you never know what's going to happen.
So are in these cave systems? Because I haven't watched much gameplay of it. Does it just go down so far, then you work your way the same way back?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think the dropship is random. The one we did actually just took us back to the beginning, but I don't think it's always like that. It's not always go back the way you came in order to get there. Like it's it's different.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoa, Jesus Jesus is like scared. He thinks the SWAT's gonna come fucking busting his door down or something.
I heard sirens and
This is the police.
That
was really loud. I think I was grounding it out a bit. I don't know.
I don't know. That was really loud. But okay.
But yeah, Deep Rock Galactic, guys, check it out. You get a 2-hour trial. It's in game preview, so you can play it for 2 hours and see what you think of it. I mean, I kind of played for my 2 hours, and I'm still not sure. I'm still on the fence.
This is definitely a game for people that kind of like the grind and
yes,
that's what.
And there's you get to upgrade your equipment and your guy, and you know, like there's a progression in the game as well, which I haven't gotten to see a lot of, but it is there. And there's all kinds of difficulty levels and all kinds of stuff, man. So it's an interesting game. I might pull the trigger on it if something else good doesn't come out in the next few weeks. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah, look it on Steam. There's no demo or any kind of trial, so you're only going to find that on probably Xbox and PS4.
Yeah, it's the Xbox game preview. And it's an Xbox One X enhanced.
Cool.
Yeah. Even though
looks pretty.
Yeah. Looks pretty. And in other news, not another news things that I played. Siege, Rainbow Six. I got into the Outbreak
Hell yeah.
content they just released this week, so I played that a lot. I played this a lot this week. I want to say I started playing it the day it came out, and I played it the day after that, and then the day after that. So first night that I played, I got into there was everybody on my friends list was playing something else, right? Like I'm like, maybe Wingman will play with me, and he's over there playing fucking Dead Island, boring game. He's playing that shit, and I'm like, oh god. And
No,
then
he's playing with comrades, so
I'm looking at you guys, and you watching Netflix. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, oh god.
you should have. You should invite me, man, because I was probably sitting there on my phone, and Kathy was watching Netflix. And if you would have invited me, I would have come back here and played.
Yeah, okay.
Canadian. I played
You
with
didn't
you.
invite me, but you didn't ask.
No, you posted it on the Facebook.
And that is the only reason that I haven't played this game yet, is because nobody's asked me to play it.
And then I invited like random. Do you know who joined me? You know who joined me the first night? You want to know?
Yeah,
Riker Jones, our community member. He joined us, and that's Ricky Alfares for the community members. I know I'm on the group. Yeah, he joined me, and so like the first match that I played, literally, dude, you get in there. These zombies are not. This is not your average fucking.
Yeah, ain't
zombie.
no fucking joke, right?
These fucking things, like, they're just constantly swarming you. They're constantly coming at you, and if your team isn't talking, you're gonna go down. If your team isn't working together, you're gonna go down. And like the first guys that I played with, they invited me to their party, and then they kicked me from their party. So then I rejoined their party, and all I hear is, "Fucking pick Tachanka, you motherfucker!" I'm like, "Oh, what? How old are you, kid? Like 10? Fuck you, pick Tachanka." I'm like, I was like, "I want to be Doc." "Fuck you, I want to be Doc. You pick Tachanka, I'm gonna be Doc, or I'm gonna kick you." I'm like, "Fuck you."
God.
I was like, "Oh God, this fucking kid!" Like, so I literally left the party.
Uninstall.
I was like, I cannot do this. I cannot. And the other guy on the team was also like his friend, like another fucking 12-year-old or something. So I was like, fuck, I can't do this. So I left the party and I left the game, and I was like, okay, get in there again with the randoms. Again, no one had a mic. Everybody's doing their own fucking thing.
Yeah.
They don't have a mic, so you got one guy across the map shooting the zombies all the way over there. You got another guy that's like at the other side doing some other shit. I'm like, guys, the objective is over here. Follow me. No one's listening. No one's fucking listening. I'm like, guys, I'm headed to the objective. We gotta pick these fucking explosives up. When I pick them up, a swarm of zombie comes. I need you guys to come to me. Nobody's like, what the fuck, dude? So we died. I played with another random. This one dude had a mic, and the other guy didn't have a mic. And we did okay in that one, but we died like at the second objective. We just kept dying every mission. Finally, I played with Ricky and other people, like another random that we had on our team, and it was like this Mexican guy who like spoke Spanish, so he's speaking Spanish the whole time, like he's just speaking Spanish. And Rick is like, dude, you this guy's speaking Spanish, like what the fuck? I'm like, I don't know, man, like. He was listening. He understood what we would say, because I would be like, dude, don't shoot the zombies. We got to sneak up on him. And he wouldn't. He would just kind of like look at them, and he wouldn't shoot. And be like, all right, at least he understands what the fuck I'm telling him.
You comprende, amigo?
No, that was when I was playing with Carbide, because Carbide joined us. So it was Carbide, me, and Riker, and Riker had to leave, so it was just me and Carbide left. And that's when the Mexican guy got on. And Carbide's like, dude, speak Spanish to him. He doesn't understand us. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not going to speak Spanish to this guy. He's like, Jesus, speak Spanish. He doesn't know what the fuck we're doing. I was like, yes, he does. He's listening to what we're saying. And the guy's like, I don't understand. I'm like, whatever, dude. So, but then we finally, we died a lot that one too. So when I finally was able to finish a mission, was with my friend Gunny.
Hell yeah. That's right. I got your back, bro.
The next day, my friend Gunny decided to come online and play with me. And we finished the mission, which was Patient Zero's house, right? That was the mission?
Yes.
We're going to the junkyard.
Well, we did two different ones.
Yeah, we did the hospital, and we didn't get really far.
That first one we did with a random, and he was okay, but obviously he couldn't hear what we were saying, but he was a good shot. Because he kept activating the mission objective when we couldn't fortify the freaking place we needed to be at. But still, like, every time I went down, like, he would get me up, and then it was a tit for tat thing. So
but
it was crazy.
We finished Patient Zero's house that night, and we felt good about it. And then after that, we just kept dying on the other missions. So I was like, you know what, I got to go to bed. And then the next day, I finally played with Brink. So Brink got on with me. It was me, Brink, and Riker Jones. Us three, we got together because it's only a 3-man team that they have on this mode. There's not 4, which is kind of weird. I always thought it was going to be 4. I don't know why.
I don't like 3.
So it's really hard because if one goes down, the other two have to like kind of like one has to cover the guy that's picking up the other guy, and if the guy's not covering that guy because he's covering himself, then that guy goes down. Now there's two people down. Now there's one guy running around, and it's fucking hard. So me and Brink and Riker, dude, we finished every single mission. We completed them all. That shit was cool. It was fucking cool. It's totally giving me that Left 4 Dead vibe, where you're going through like different areas, and then you get to like a checkpoint, you get like a safe room, you get all your kits again. Yeah, you get all your kits, and you have like full health, full kits, full ammo, full everything. And then you go into the next section. Then you got like ammo crates kind of laying around, and kit crate, like grenade crates. But those also refill your specialties. So like I was playing Doc a lot. That's who I usually tend to play. I was playing him a lot. And you know how he has the stim pistol, right? Like the pistol that gives you health and picks people up. Well, you only have 2 shots with that like specialty pistol or whatever. So if you go to the grenade crate, you can refill with that, and it refills your stim pistol, not just your grenades. It's actually like it refills your kit, kind of. So I was doing that a lot. And we got through it, man. It was hard. It was brutal. We died a lot. We failed a few checkpoints quite a bit. But there is checkpoints when you're playing it on normal. You do get like when you reach a certain point of a mission, when you die, you all die. You kind of restart at that point of a mission.
Right. That's a good thing. That's the good part about that mode.
It was hard. The coolest one is, I think it was the doctor one, when you escort the doctor to the hospital.
Yeah.
Because that one was really intense.
That was really intense. I didn't like that one where the room, like they just got crazy in that little room. Well, when you put the doctor behind
you put the doctor in the room, and she has to you have to defend, like the big guy comes in and all these zombies are coming in.
But maybe we should have like put her back in another, like in the back corner, and then like I always played the Chanka.
Me, Riker, and Brink, we put her in that spot, and it was fine. We were able to defeat that guy, and it's just all about teamwork, man. You got to play with team. If you're not talking to your team, you're gonna die, and you're gonna fucking miserably fail every single mission. But escorting the doctor to the hospital was the coolest thing, because you're going to these dark ass hallways. They did a really good job with the maps. They're completely new maps. They're nothing that you've seen in Rainbow Six Siege before. No asset was reused. Everything looks fucking new. It's fucking incredible how they did that. Everything is new. Everything. It's fucking crazy to me how they pulled that off, and it's just a limited time thing. It really is limited time, because it tells you on there when you go to play the thing, it tells you this is only available for the next 25 days.
I don't get that. That's weird. Why are they doing that?
Well, there's a lot of testing.
Cool.
There's a lot of testing they do. Just like I hope it's just like a thing they do with like.
Then call
Fortnite.
call it a beta. Call it a whatever. Like, don't fucking release it as part of the game and have it timed for 25. I think that's bullshit. If they're gonna release something like that, fucking put it out.
I think it's like a marketing thing where you better play it now, or you don't get to play it at all. But we all know it's going to be an official.
But it's not a paid thing, Gunny. So why does that even?
Yeah, but they I think if they just put it out, somebody will say, "Oh, I'll just get to it eventually." So again, I think it's just pure marketing. They're like, "Oh shit, I better play it before they take it out."
Yeah, but it is going to go away, though.
Yeah, it is. It's going to go away.
Yeah,
everybody said it. It's going to go away.
It's fun. I like some of the areas where there were a lot of open areas where you could just run around, shoot. Yeah. You can lay down your C4. You can throw grenades. Whatever your operator you're playing as. And you only had a select few operators. You couldn't choose all of them.
They don't have the full roster.
Right.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have had a fourth person, but again, maybe with the difficulty, they just thought, well, let's just try it with 3, see how it all plays out.
Yeah. And a quick update, though, for Rainbow Six Siege players who haven't played the game in a while, didn't have, you just had the base game, vanilla Rainbow Six. And you hadn't unlocked all the operators yet. Like, say you haven't unlocked, like, the basic ones, like Ash, fucking Smoke, Sledge, all those guys that are the standard roster, and you didn't have them all unlocked. Rainbow Six, actually, Ubisoft unlocked them all for you. So pretty much the base players are now all unlocked, so you don't have to waste your renown on them. You just gotta buy the DLC ones. There's a lot of DLC ones. There's like 12 of them now, so you gotta unlock them.
Yeah. And they all cost like 25,000 fucking.
Yeah, each one of them.
Yeah,
It's 25,000 coins, which is a lot of coins. You got to play a lot of the game to unlock them.
Yeah.
But in another weird fucked up move that they did was in this mode they added these new packs. They're called Outbreak packs, and the Outbreak packs give you special content that is just related to this new mode, kind of like a new outfit, like a new hazmat suit for your operators, new gun skins, and new shit like that. So they give you 5 for free at first. They're like, here's 5, and you get 5 of them, right? And you unlock whatever you unlock. But to get the rest, which there's 46 left to unlock, like the full set of them, like the full all the packs. There's 46 of them altogether. Me and Carbide did the math, and it's like you have to pay $120 US to unlock all the packs.
So you figure for Carbide, he lives in Canada.
You have to buy the renown. Yeah, for him, he did the math in Canadian Monopoly money, and for him was like $150, something like that. He said 150, 160.
Yeah.
And then we did the math for that, and then we did the math like, well, okay, you buy that. Okay, now let's add all the season pass to this math, and like for each season pass is $30. There's 3 of them now. So if you bought all of those, that's $90 you spend on top of that 120, and then you add the cost of the base game to this, and then you add the cost of whatever other cosmetic bullshit you bought. Dude, you could easily spend $400 on this game.
I think because he had enough. Carbide had enough to buy an operator, and he's trying to decide like, which one to choose. He wanted to choose that chick with the cell phone disruptor, activator.
Yeah, the one that calls you.
Yeah, and he's like looking at some of the skins for that particular operator. He's like, oh my god, these are expensive. Like just like get the plain operator.
You got to spend real money. They tell you like you can't buy it. And those packs you cannot unlock them by beating the mission. You cannot unlock them by buying renown money or buying them with the gold you get through the game. You have to pay real money to unlock the rest of the Outbreak packs, which is fucking crazy because it's only cosmetic and people will do it.
Right. So Jesus, going back to the zombies mode, whatever it's called. The one thing I didn't like about it was, how we're kind of going towards the end of the mission, and then the big black monster comes out, and what you need to do is, and we did this a couple times where we need him to run into like a wall or some kind of object, then you have to go up to his back and stab him in the back. I thought, okay, why can't we just like shoot it, like just shoot this guy up, just full of holes? You
can't because he's armored.
Yeah, it's stupid. I don't know. I didn't like that.
I liked it. I thought it was cool.
That part I didn't like because somebody has to take the fall, right? Like, because you just can't get out of this thing's way. It's just going to mow you down.
He'll chase you. Yeah, that's the point.
Like he's either going to kill you
I like the mode.
or drop your health significantly.
There was really nothing in the game that I didn't like. It was this new mode. It's really fucking cool. You really need to play it because it's free.
It's epic as far as the whole horde mode thing goes. Once that activates,
so you
that part is cool.
The game is fun. That whole each mission is different enough to make it fun. There's 3 of them.
There's 3 of us here. Why don't we play together?
I already beat it once.
Oh, I already beat it.
I'll play with you, Ryan. I only played Patient Zero.
I really want to. What I want to do is I want to.
Fine. I don't want to play with you anyway, Jesus.
Listen,
I don't want to play. No.
I want to play with pandemic mode with like really good players. Like maybe get Brink in there with me and like somebody else who's really good at shooters.
Listen, good players, Gunny. Did you hear that?
Oh, right.
He doesn't want to play with us because we're not really good players.
No, you guys are not.
We're playing in baby mode.
Okay, listen. Okay, not good players, but me and Brink have this thing where we've played so many games together that we understand each other's moves. Like we understand how to play with each other. We know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Play with
you know guys. Why you understand? You know why you understand? Because you play with him all the time.
Exactly.
You don't fucking play with us.
You know why?
You're not going to
know why? Because Brink plays fun games. Boom! Shots fired.
Damn.
Shots fired.
Wow.
But yeah, that's one of the games that I
know what, Ryan? Fuck it. Me, you, and Airborne Junkie, we're all going to get on and we're going to play hardened veteran mode.
Brink plays fun games. Just saying, PUBG, Rainbow Six.
Yeah, we play fun games too. Sea of Thieves.
Boring.
Ship battle, Jesus. 1v1,
Anyways,
bro.
Fucking
Next game.
Gunny, what have you been playing? Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Come on, we gotta fucking move this along.
Okay, so this week I decided to. My kid was asking me he wanted to play DJ Hero because we've been playing that Roblox Row Beats on the PC, and he's been like playing that quite a bit, trying to get me to play it. But I suck at that game. It's just a rhythm game, just pressing, ASW or ASDF, right? Just for each note, it's 4 notes, just like Guitar Hero, right? So I broke out the 360. I have a brand new
WASD.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
Shit wrong.
No, it wasn't W. No,
PC gamers,
dude. Actually, it was ASDF. Go look at it on YouTube.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, because it's not like a first-person shooter. It's just rhythm.
Yeah,
but you can map the keys. I saw some people on YouTube because my son's like, check out this video. This guy's playing on like level 30, playing some kind of like epic rock song. But I saw some people break it up where they're using ANS with the one hand and K and L on the other.
K and L with the other. Yeah, I can see that too.
And fuck, these guys were good. Yeah, and some of the music was pretty cool, actually. I think some of it you would like, as it's like a lot of indie stuff.
What on DJ Hero or on Roblox?
On Roblox Row Beats, yeah.
Okay.
Again, probably not like licensed music, because
Roblox steals every game. They have a game for. They do.
They do. Yeah.
They have a game for every game ever made. They have a mode for. They have like a Call of Duty clone. They have a Battlefield one. They have a Skyrim one. They have a GTA one. They have a clone for everything.
Yeah. So my kid was playing this mode. I think I saw it playing yesterday and today. It was something high school, and I'm like, damn, I've heard of that before, but it wasn't in Roblox. And anyway, they were doing role playing stuff, and I asked my son, I'm like, so do you like these? I fucking hate that Roblox, role playing stuff, just like they do like with other games. Can't think of any right now, but anyway, moving on. I hooked up to the Xbox 360. I had a hell of a time logging into that thing, but once I was able to get that going, I did play Guitar Hero 2 and also DJ Hero 2. So I love DJ Hero 2. It's got a lot of cool music.
So much fun.
Yeah,
it's so cool. Like that whole idea was awesome. It's too bad it came at the end of the
it
sort
flopped
of
hard.
Yeah. Well, no, it did all right. They made the first one and then the second one, right? They made a second one, so it did all right.
I saw that shit at like fucking Target or Ross.
Oh yeah,
for like $12, $10, and you got like the full table and everything for like $10.
I had 2 of them. I had 2
turntables. Yeah.
Right.
I have a brand new Xbox 360. I mean, it's fairly brand new, and then right when the Xbox One X came out, but I wanted it. It's a collector's items for me. I don't really collect much things, but definitely wanted a new 360. So I played a little bit of that. We went up to the mall and had lunch and did other things, and I'm like, I want to go into this GameStop and see if they got Crackdown 2, because I didn't think I had it backwards compatible. Or excuse me, I didn't think that I owned it. I couldn't find the disc, right? I'm like, fuck, I want to play some of that. So I went in there, and I'm like, do you have you got Crackdown 2 here. It's used, whatever it was. It was like
$20.
No, I want to say it was like $4.99 or like $6, right? So I bring it up. He goes, oh, check this out. He goes, here's a new copy. All we had to do was take the wrapping off of it, and everything else is all brand new inside. So it came with like the guide, and like, it's not like a poster, but it looks like a poster. Came with like the code for the helicopter for your avatar. I was pretty excited to get that. So yeah, I do have, I think Ryan, you had that first Crackdown. So yeah. So that Crackdown 2 is not backwards compatible, but I was able to play that on the 360 again. So I did some retro gaming, guys. Hell yeah.
Well, speaking of Crackdown, the next game that I played is Crackdown on the Xbox One X with Xbox One X enhancements. And guys, this game looks fucking good.
Should I go play it? Should I play it?
It looks pretty damn good. Like, it still looks like a 360 game. You know what I mean? Like, and it plays like, it has that lock-on targeting and stuff, that the original Crackdown had. And it plays like a 360 game, you know what I mean? but it runs really smooth and it looks really, really nice. So
I know a lot of people complained about the driving, not so much about.
Oh, the driving was terrible. And then they came out with that race DLC, and I was like, why? The driving is horrible in this game.
Well, remember Wingman from TXL always said, oh, you got to level up or something? I don't know. You level up your driving?
You keep driving, you do the races and stuff like that, and eventually you get leveled up in driving. Because in that game, everything that you do levels you up. So if you're using your explosives, you're getting explosive stuff. If you're punching people, you're getting melee stuff. If you're shooting people, you're getting gun stuff.
Good job, Agent. Good job, Agent. Now go do another race. But I like... You know what my favorite thing is?
Wang.
You know what's so cool about Xbox is they actually support backwards compatibility with enhancements. That's something that you don't really ever see from consoles.
That was also...
They just release things.
Was it?
Did Fable 3 have enhancements?
No, not that I know of.
Because, Fable Anniversary does.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, that one. But one thing that we don't take into account is that the Xbox One X hardware alone kind of does some kind of anti-aliasing and all that shit like 16 times.
And guys, it cleans it up. It looks really good.
Yeah. By itself without even touching it. That's pretty crazy. Yeah.
And I was so surprised. I went back into Crackdown and I started playing. I was like, man, I'm having fun. I'm like, I'm enjoying this. But the beginning of that game is a real slog because it takes a long time before you can jump high enough to get to all the places that you need to get to. And you got to really, in the beginning, it's a little tough. But
would you recommend to go back and play it? Because I do have it.
Yes, I would. I'm enjoying
it before.
I'm gonna keep playing it. I'm enjoying playing it. Again,
it has co-op, right?
It does. So we should play together. No, fuck you, Jesus, Gunny, me and you. We should.
Yeah, that's right. We play real games, fun games.
I only play with good players too. Jesus, that's why I don't want to play with you.
Sorry, guys. I only play with good players.
I only play with reliable players.
Oh, shit.
Reliable players like Gunny. Wait a minute.
Gunny's the worst. He's not the reliable thing. He's the worst. He's always like, let's game after the show tonight. And every time he's like, I gotta go.
I took my blue pill. I'm sorry, guys.
Right.
The wife is calling me. Gotta go.
She's staring at me right now.
But yeah. All right. So, other things on my list here. Last thing on my list actually is Uncharted. Uncharted and PUBG. Uncharted, I'm going through that. Dude, that game is so pretty. Like, I'm always amazed at what Naughty Dog does, but those guys, dude, I can't. Just some of the shit they pull off, it's insane. It really is. Like that dev team, it is wild the things they can do. This game is so much fun.
I can only imagine how that developed that team if they did Naughty Dog, if they did PC stuff. Well, I mean, it would just blow people's minds.
Dude. Yeah, they would. They would fucking melt your computer, I think. Their shit, the things they pull off on the PlayStation, dude, is so incredible. But I'm having fun with Uncharted. I think I'm at the end of that game. I just reached the end today, right before the show. What it seems like the end. I don't know how long the game is. But PUBG, of course, still playing that. That game is fun.
Not on my list, Jesus, but I did play a couple rounds this week. Before we played Rainbow Six Siege, and it looks better. It looks better each time. I'm able to see people through other windows now, where I couldn't see them before. Like literally, I couldn't see them.
They're enhancing the graphics for it. Every little patch, you kind of tell that they're enhancing the textures of things and the way things look. They're enhancing it little by little. But real quick, PUBG just announced that they're gonna push out their patches to like longer scheduled patches now, where like before it was kind of like before they kind of just released them whenever they kind of felt like the patch was done. They kind of just released them like whatever. This fixed a few frames. Let's release it now. Okay, release. That's why we got so many patches every week. Now they're gonna push them out to every 2 to 3 weeks. They said. And they're going to try to focus more on enhancing the graphics and the frame rates and the stability of the game.
I recommend following PUBG Xbox on Twitter. They tweet often, and they give patch notes and further updates on there, and that's I gather a lot of information from that.
Yeah,
tweet.
So I think the next time we're probably going to be talking about G a lot when the Miramar map pops up, and they said it's going to be on spring.
They said soon, so
that's pretty soon. I mean, spring is the end of this month, right? So I mean, anytime between the end of this month and June.
Spring is
or
about
April?
to sprung.
Spring sprung?
Spring
couple
sprung.
weeks,
Spring,
right?
Spring is sprunging? I don't know.
Spring is sprunging. I don't know, man, but yeah, spring is coming soon, so I'm pretty sure we're going to see this update either drop sometime next month or maybe May, just to steal some of the thunder off of God of War and Detroit, because those games are dropping in the next few months. And this month, Xbox is enough to take the month. I think they got Sea of Thieves. It's a huge game coming out this month.
Far Cry 5.
And Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 is coming out for everything now. That game's going to be good. But that's it for me, guys. I mean, anything else you guys played?
Final Fantasy 15. There's a demo on Steam. Final Fantasy
the car pushing game again.
Yeah, something I'm not interested in, but I thought, okay, it's a free download to try it out.
Did you push the car?
No, I didn't make it that far. I just went through the tutorial.
That's like 20 minutes into
literally the beginning of the game.
No, so this is different. It brings you through a combat tutorial.
Right.
Wait. So you're telling me you didn't finish the combat tutorial?
No. I only went through the first combat section. And that seemed kind of weird to me.
Why are you talking about this, Gunny? You played the fucking tutorial and you... Yo.
You literally played like 20 minutes of this game.
Yes. That's what I played. I played it, so I played 20 minutes of it.
Gunny, here, look at the notes. Stop talking about that game.
It's not for me. So, yeah. But it's a proper port to the PC for you Steam users.
Oh, so this is like like they never released it on PC before the first time?
This is a PC release.
Oh, wow. So does it have like a support for like higher settings and graphics and all that shit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's got that. Yeah. It's a proper port.
Wow. Okay, there we go. Well, that's cool for the PC players, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can mod it soon, and I'm pretty sure they're pretty crazy with those mods. PC players, leave it up to them to mod a fucking game and make it better.
That's it for me.
All right, guys. So let's move on to news.
Hey!
What?
What?
Fuck! You just fucking cut me right off.
We're just trying to move on here, Ryan.
Games to talk about.
Oh! Ryan said he wants to move on. Oh, hold on. Okay, what's up, Ryan?
Okay, all I played was Dead Cells. Dead Cells has Dead Cells has a new update though, and it was actually pretty cool. There's a lot of new enemies and some new upgrades and stuff like that. So if you're interested in Dead Cells, check it out. The King of Hand or something, or the Hand of the King or something like that it's called. It's cool. Check it out. All right, let's go into the news.
News time. If you want to read more news, head over to our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. And guys, lots of news this week. Starting off the news this week with some Trump news. President Trump met with video game executives last Thursday, right? Last Thursday.
This last Thursday.
Yeah, this last Thursday, right? People listening. You never know when people could be listening to this 10 years from now. But so he just met with him, and apparently the board members were there, the ESA was there, Take-Two CEO was there, Rockstar Games was there, and apparently they were talking about violence in video games and the correlation with that to teenagers and kids and committing violent acts. But also from them being there, he had other people that were like really advocates about video games being bad for people. So they had some kind of colonel, one of the colonels from the U.S. Army. He was there, and that guy's like a really outspoken person against video games. He's done it since like the Columbine shooting.
Great.
Like, you see videos of him from then being on like CNN and shit, talking about video games are bad and how the military uses them to train and all that stuff. Which
video games are bad, okay.
Anyways, from this meeting, I don't know if, because there's really not much. There's not much there. I mean, people are kind of like, yeah, we got to meet the president. It was cool to meet him. It was a nice opportunity, and yeah,
it's a long article in here.
Yeah.
So there's no official transcript or what it talks about with on any stance from the White House.
Yeah, and on the wake of this, the White House released a trailer, or not a trailer, but like a reel video of violent video games, like a reel. Yeah, like you just have a bunch of violent video games playing. So they had like a bunch of clips of different things happening in video games. A lot of Call of Duty clips, soldiers getting shot, etc. A couple Fallout clips with like exploding head. They had a clip of that evil. What's that?
Evil Within.
Game? Yeah, they had a clip of that of you like getting your chopped off and your head chopped off, getting killed by the big guy. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen from this. I don't think anything will. Honestly.
I don't think so either.
I think things are already there for parents to know that a game is violent. It's already there.
I hope he just comes out and everybody's standing there for an official word from the president. And here we go. We started off, and he just looks down, looks into the camera, and goes, "Fake news. Move along, folks.
Move along now." Anyways, in other news, patent suggests backwards compatibility coming to the PlayStation 4. Sony just filed a new patent that looks like they may be looking into bringing backwards compatibility for PlayStation 3 games. Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe, huh? Yeah.
So this patent specifically talks about timing disrupt processes, which is suggesting that Sony is trying to emulate cell processing, which the PlayStation 3 used the cell processor.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Wow. I'd be surprised if they pull that off and it works well.
Yeah.
Like, that's interesting.
Yeah, and
good for Sony.
Yeah, it'll fix the problem where they don't really have backwards compatibility, right? With the PS Now, it's not really helping them. You can't really, you talk about how your console doesn't need to be online, and then you force people to be online to use PS Now. It kind of contradicts what you're saying. But in related news, MP analyst Matt Piscatella has now predicted that the PlayStation 5 will launch in 2020. Apparently, dev kits are being released to third-party developers now, such as Activision and stuff like that. But I feel like it's too early right now. I don't think that's true. It's just a rumor, and I just personally, I don't believe it. But hey, you never know. But yeah, they're saying that dev kits are being released.
And it says here, to continue, it says, while some devs consider the PlayStation to be a full-fledged home console, but some speculate it'll be a cloud-based console. But according to the Final Fantasy 15 director, the PS5 will be a cloud-based console along with the next Xbox. I don't think it will, but okay.
No, I don't think it will either.
I mean,
not even in 2020.
2023, 24, 25.
Maybe.
Then you're talking cloud. Then you're talking we're going to be all digital. We're going to be, you don't even need anything. You need an app on your PC or something like that. I really feel that's where they're going.
Yeah, that's the future. Yeah, that's where they're headed. But
we have to wait for internet service to really.
And then all you'll need is like a little
stick,
Google Chromecast or something. You know what I mean? Like some sort of device like that.
Yes.
In other news, Cedar Project Red is teasing a return of Geralt of Rivia, the star of the Witcher franchise, but he won't be showing up in one of his own games. Instead, according to a tweet from the community lead, Marcin Mamote, it sounds like Geralt will be a guest star in a game due out later this year. So it seems like sometime later this year, Soul Calibur 6 is coming out. Yeah, and Geralt might be a character in that game. What do you guys think about that?
I don't really care. I really like it. I don't care.
Geralt in
at all.
Soul Calibur.
I'm not gonna play. I'm gonna be honest. I won't play. So
same here. I won't be.
Playing. A fighter game.
Yeah, and more news.
Bring on Darth Vader too.
There's a $375 Inside Special Edition.
Oh God!
Yeah, I heard about this
year. It will feature a real doll creation.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Okay, now when you hear this story and you hear that it's a real doll, you automatically go to the assumption that you're going to be able to do nasty things to this thing. I don't think that's the case. I think Real Doll is going to make a fairly large character from inside. I think that's what's going to happen. But I mean, when you think about this as a story, when you hear it, you're like, "What is he going to be like this?"
Yeah.
Right.
That the developer is saying that they're not going to reveal what's in this, what the item is that Real Doll is creating until the item starts shipping. Like until people start unboxing them and putting them on YouTube, you won't know what's in there. So we'll see.
That's crazy.
I don't understand this.
$5 is a lot of money.
So expensive too.
Wait a minute. So let me get this straight, guys. I'm trying to wrap my head around this for just the first part. Inside a game, this has been out for a while. Is this the first time on the PlayStation console?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
it's been out on PC or PS4 for a while now.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was on PS4.
So is it? They're just talking about it's probably a new mystery game. If you order this flesh doll,
no, it's inside. You get the game.
Yeah, it's just like a special edition that they're doing.
Yeah,
for it.
A little late, but they're just okay.
They're just doing it now, because
it's weird. It's really weird.
That is a strange thing. Yeah. $375. Mm-hmm. I better get
for
a real
game, and the game is only $20. So
I better get a squishy girl doll.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see what
a blue pill holder. Gunny, that's what it is.
If she has like one that comes with a holder and she can hold my beer too. Ooh. Oh, I'm all about it. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. In other news, this is some Geek Squad news for you guys if you didn't know, and privacy kind of news. So after a prosecution of a California doctor revealed the FBI's ties to a Best Buy Geek Squad computer repair facility in Kentucky, new documents have been released that show the FBI has a relationship with Geek Squad going back years. Apparently, Best Buy has confirmed to reporters that at least 4 Geek Squad employees have received payments from the FBI to kind of get information off of people that the FBI was investigating during their computer repairs. So, like, let's say the FBI was looking into you and they wanted something off your computer and you took your computer to Geek Squad, and the FBI kind of has been tracking you, and they're like, okay, you take his computer to Geek Squad. They went to Geek Squad and said, hey, we'll give you some money if you copy that hard drive file right there. And just copy it and hand it over to us. This is totally a privacy infringement, man. You need a fucking warrant for that type of shit.
Okay, right. Here's the thing, though. If you have something that's sensitive on your computer that the FBI is looking for it, what the fuck are you going to the squad with it for?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Like, that just seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
So this article kind of says that, like, there's no real there's a lot of documents that provide details about the FBI's connection to Geek Squad, but it's kind of the worst part about it is that the FBI has refused to confirm or deny whether it has similar relationships with other computer repair facilities or businesses around the country.
Of course they do.
So this is probably what happened, right? Is Geek Squad took a laptop, computer, whatever, found it had, if it had child porn or whatever, like they're saying here in the article, then they probably reached out to local authorities who contacted the FBI, and probably that's how that relationship
started. But they received payment. It's this year so I'm assuming the FBI probably went to these guys. You don't have a warrant for this. We can't give this to you. And the FBI is like, well, we'll give you money, motherfucker. Give us this shit. We'll give you some money. It's like, okay.
Now, here's the thing.
It's like, how much do you make a year, Johnny? I make $24,000 a year. Oh, how about we give you like a $5,000 check? How about that?
But Geek Squad is part of Best Buy, right? So I mean, as far as it's the same company, just a different division. I can see the FBI probably going to the Best Buy Corporation, and
that's what I'm saying.
Kind of working out a deal with the higher ups.
I think what happened was the FBI found out that this person was taking their laptop into the Geek Squad, and the FBI contacted them and said, we know you have this laptop. Can you do us a favor? Yeah, help us out a little. slide some money along here, huh?
I'm gonna drop this envelope as I walk by your desk, and you're gonna pick it up.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna pick up that USB stick you leave on the desk.
You know what, motherfucker?
But
I
you know
would
what?
fucking do it too in a fucking heartbeat.
But it does.
I'd be like, yeah, sure.
Oh, it does say
The
they prosecuted this
Canadian
guy.
Mountie police pulled up with and their mooses, and they're like, "Hey, Ryan."
They don't ride mooses. Fuck. Christ.
So yeah, it looks like the guy brought it in.
Isn't even a word.
Moose. Is moose plural for mooses? Is it moose?
Moose plural for mooses?
Mooses has to be plural for moose, right?
Moose is moose is moose. A moose is a moose is a moose.
Moose is a moose. Even a group of moose is a moose.
Mooses?
I think so.
I think it would be mooses.
I don't know. Should we Google this?
You're Canadian. You should know this.
Yeah, but that looks like right in the article where it looks like they just went directly to a couple informants for Geek Squad
Hey, fucker.
and prosecuted a guy for child porn who continually brought his computer in for repair.
Idiot. Fucking people committing crimes and they do stupid shit like this. Yeah, some people deserve to be in jail. Dumb shit they do, right? They're just so dumb. Fucking idiots. In other news, Fortnite.
The word moose is singular and plural. There we go.
Oh,
There you go, Americans.
So I was right. I didn't want to say that I was right, but I felt like I was. Because mooses isn't a word.
Mooses sounds cooler, though.
It is in Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh, guys. Anyways, the Fortnite updates here. Epic Games has released a statement saying that Fortnite Battle Royale is now coming to mobile devices on phones and tablets. Fortnite is the same 100-player game you know from PS4, Xbox One, and PC and Mac. Same gameplay, same map, same content, same weekly updates. Starting Monday, you can sign up for the invite event on iOS. Support for Android will be coming in the next few months. In partnership with their friends at Sony, Fortnite Battle Royale will support crossplay and cross-progression between PS4, PC, Mac, iOS, and eventually Android.
Wait, so there's gonna be crossplay between mobile devices?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So they're gonna eat PUBG's lunch. They're releasing the mobile app now, and now we got it on phones too, bitches. And it's not only in China.
That's true. Yeah.
Guys, I saw an article today on Facebook because I follow Fortnite on there. They talked about teaming up with Xbox. Fortnite talked about teaming up with Xbox.
In the news as well, the same news they released is that Forest is also coming up. But Xbox will also support crossplay between iOS, Android, and PC. There will be no crossplay between PS4 and Xbox One. But you can play with other people on PC. You can play with them on their phone. You can play with them on their...
They're like treating each other like distant cousins.
Yeah, it's like Xbox and PS4 is like, no, fuck those guys. Don't make us play with everybody else, but not them. Fuck them.
Like, what are you saying? Microsoft was saying no.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows who said no. This
it's
time.
gotta be Sony again, being like, when you play with Xbox, we'll play with PC and everything else, but no, not Xbox. Ew. Fuck off.
Yeah. So apparently Xbox and PS4 players will be PC and Mac and mobile, but not between Xbox and PC or PS4. But even though Nick Chester of Epic Games said like there's no reason that the PS4 and the Xbox One can't play with each other, like we can make it work.
No,
they said we know. They're like we know how to make it. Yeah, they're like we can make this work. It's just due to
they basically accidentally flipped the switch at one point and it just fucking worked. Like, it just worked. Yeah. It was just like, no one even knew. And then all of a sudden, everyone was like, wait a minute. Started catching things like, what, you can't have spaces in a PlayStation Network name or something like that.
Yeah.
And there's like certain things that you could catch and be like, hey, that's definitely a PlayStation name or something like that, right?
I mean, I think the next day, the PlayStation boss was in the shower for like 6 hours, cleaning it off with like, scrubbing it off with soap, Got an Xbox on me, man.
And in this article, it states that Microsoft has publicly committed to cross-play and has pushed Sony to allow PlayStation 4 players to play against Xbox One gamers. But pretty much it says here that even though Microsoft has pushed and asked Sony to bring cross-platform play between Rocket League and Minecraft, a Microsoft-owned IP, and they pushed it between, you can play Rocket League against people on the Switch. You can play Minecraft with people on the Switch. You can play Minecraft with people on the phone, and PC even. Xbox says you can play with those. Those games are playable with players on PC as well. Sony's excuse for blocking PlayStation and Xbox platform is pretty much a hostile thing. They just don't want to do it. They just don't want to. They're like, we don't want to. We just don't give a fuck. Fuck you guys. We don't need you. That's pretty much what they're saying. We don't need you, Xbox. Fuck you.
Bad blood, son.
That's pretty much it. It's like Microsoft is trying to do it, but they don't want to. And Microsoft says they're open to it. But I guess that's not going to happen.
No love. Yeah. No love.
No love over here from fucking PlayStation. They're like, fuck you. We don't need you.
PlayStation's all like, no glove, no love.
Oh, man.
But that's going to be Minecraft, though.
Fortnite on a phone. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
That's crazy. I need to get a controller for my iPad.
Same here. I need to get a controller for my phone now to play fucking games.
I would like to play PUBG on my tablet. I think that would be awesome. Yeah. But I'm not going through the bullshit steps I have to do. I'm just my phone got all weird after I tried to fucking download PUBG, and I was like, you know what? Uninstall all that stuff. I did a reset on my phone, and it's fine now. But I didn't. Fuck that. I'm not downloading something if I can't understand what it's telling me.
Right.
Yeah. In other news, Universal Studios has now announced a new tie-in game with the new Jurassic Park movie in this year, and it's going to be like Pokemon Go with dinosaurs.
Ooh.
Instead of trapping dinosaurs with the Pokeball, you're going to be collecting dinosaur DNA.
There you go, Sean Iams Fuller. Horribly awkward.
Oh, man. And get this, Gunny. If you hated walking around your city in Pokemon Go, you don't have to do that with this game.
I don't have to enter the hood?
You can dispatch a virtual drone to fly around the map that you live in to look for dinosaurs.
Yeah, you never have to leave your chair at home. Sweet.
Mm.
Cool. I think the first one's coming is the Harry Potter. Similar.
Yeah, but this is Harry Potter is actually made. This one isn't. This is made by Universal Studios. And it's published by them, but it's going to be made by Ludi, which is a studio based in Canada.
Good on you. Yeah. Cool. Alive. Awesome. Jurassic World Alive, son.
Ooh.
Yeah, it looks like
another news. Yeah. In other news, the Division 2 has been confirmed.
I heard about this.
Yeah. What are you excited, Gunny?
I am not. I'm not saying the first game was boring. I mean, it was okay. You know what I hate the most is when I want to go play Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, and I go and hit invite on my friends list and realize, you know what? They're playing Tom Clancy's The Division. The wrong game, people.
Yeah, they're playing it. Yeah. When you see what they're playing, and this is Tom Clancy's, but then you see a Division.
I treated this game like the first I can't even think of the name of it now. I reached level 20 or whatever it was, and so then you can go into the red zone before that, but they had a level 20 red zone, and I was like, okay, I'm done, I'm finished, for whatever story they had. And I was kind of finished. Tried to go back to this game a couple times, the first one. So
I went back to it so I went back to the Division a week or two ago. I don't know. I always forget about games that I play randomly.
Yeah, I played.
I went back to it, and I didn't realize how far I was along in that game. When I dropped off of it, because I'm pretty far along. I'm level 23 now, 24, and like I have like most of the districts unlocked. I have like a mission. Like I think I have to do the last few missions in the hardest district. I was just kind of going back to like the easier districts to clean up some of the side quests, and I really like the level of detail of the city and all that. Like that was really well done. It was. They created a pretty cool world.
It's a
I like
pretty
the world
game
that they have. It's a really pretty game, and I like how the gunplay feels. It feels really good. It's tight, and the cover system is a pretty fucking good cover system. It works really well.
Agreed.
But yeah, the game is kind of like everybody's just in there. Like every time I would go into like one of those safe houses, and you see like the other players right in the world or whatever, like other real players, they're all like level like. Fucking like power level 300 something 400 something. I'm like,
well, did you go to is it the main hub? I think I don't know what that place is called. Not like a safe house, but an actual main
like the base.
Your main base. I mean, that thing goes pretty deep now, where it's got so much stuff to it now, where it's just they've added like all these like challenges, and there's just a ton of it in there. So there's a lot of replayability in this game.
It's gonna be pretty cool, I think. The Division 2, but even though the Division 2 was, Ubisoft has said that they will continue to support the Division 1 with updates still coming out for it. It's gonna be developed by Massive Entertainment in collaboration with Ubisoft Reflection Studio.
What I'd like to see, what I would like to see,
and do they have? Let me read all the studios they have for the game. It's going to be developed by Massive Entertainment, and they're going to work with Ubisoft Reflections, Red Storm Entertainment, Ubisoft Annecy, Ubisoft Shanghai, Ubisoft Bucharest, and so they're going to work with all those studios to make this fucking game. That is crazy. Yeah,
that's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently the Division 2 will be powered by an updated version of the Snowdrop engine. I think that was the engine they used for the first game.
I'm sure that it's going to be enhanced for the X
and the PS4
HDR.
Pro and everything. Yeah.
Because they do make the games be pretty even on PC. But I'd like to see a proper campaign to this game, where I don't think they had it in the first game, and I think that's what kind of like dropped me off for this first one, where everything was kind of broken into sections, and you just go kill guys, and then you go to the next section, you kill guys. And they just had those. The only thing they had was where you can walk up to an area and press X, and it just shows like these like ghosts of people that were just trying to survive, and they died to the plague, and they were shot by the government or something. But there wasn't much else to it. So it was just go in and shoot. Just a lot of combat.
And altogether, the Division 1 racked up more than 20 million players. So, yeah. And more than 500,000 have put in more than 400 hours into playing.
Yeah. I don't know what this is here. It talks about the aforementioned shields are coming to an update for the Xbox One X. I don't know what that is.
So, they're going to release shields. That's a new achievement type thing that you can get on the Division 1. And when you get those, or that achievement or those things, they're I'm assuming it's like a perk, right, that you can get unlock or whatever. They're gonna help unlock special content for the Division 2. So you're gonna know who was the players that were hardcore.
Oh, legendary edition difficulty, yeah, because there's a lot of that stuff in your main base that require legendary status already.
Yeah. So and also they're gonna try to improve the graphics for the Xbox One X in the next update. So that's gonna be pretty interesting to see how many players go back and check that out. But they are gonna try to release a patch that improves the graphical fidelity of the Xbox One X for the Division 1.
Cool.
It's gonna be cool. In other news, the Switch is gonna get Smash Bros. This year.
It's the time.
Excited?
Where's my Netflix?
Not really, because
the next hit for the Switch, the game of the year 2018 is going to be Super Smash Bros. You excited?
I mean, not really. I've never been a fan of Smash Bros. But I understand how it's an impactful game. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's just not my game.
Isn't
not-
this the
not
only
my
thing,
game.
Ryan? Isn't this the only thing they're playing on the Wii U right now? This is like the only game, right?
Well, yeah, that and Zelda, I guess. But yeah, I don't know, man. Smash Bros it's going to be a hit for sure. I mean, you can't deny that. It's just not for me. It's not my kind of game. I'm not into those kind of games.
I was really into
it,
when I was a kid. I was really into these games. I don't know if I will.
Yeah.
Maybe to fight my kid in it or something.
Yeah.
Show her what
to be the Splatoon the squids. Right?
Yeah, you could be the Splatoon people. Yeah, so that was a pretty cool trailer they released. Let's move on here to more news.
This looks like a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Super Seducer, the game that has billed itself as the world's most realistic seduction simulator, has been blocked from sale on the PlayStation 4. The game launched on PC and was also planned to be released for the PlayStation 4, but Sony said that it will not offer the title on its digital store.
Yeah, I saw it on Steam today.
Yeah.
I didn't pick it up, though.
I totally knew that was never going to make it on console. No fucking way that was going to make it on console. But yeah.
Not going to happen.
Damn. Wow. And another not safe for work content. Wow.
Ooh, what's
There's
this?
a new VR peripheral.
What is that?
It's a sex device.
What is this thing?
Mm-hmm.
It looks homemade.
There's a new VR game that is be able to use this VR device as a sex device for men. Pretty much, you have a
Okay, I see how it works.
thing that pulsates up and down. You stick a fleshlight in it. It has like one of those things that
take your blood pressure.
Bag. And yeah, like those airbags that compress. You put the fleshlight in between that. Apparently, you stick your penis inside this thing, and you have sex in VR.
Okay, there's a video for it too on YouTube.
There's total video of this shit. So basically, you're gonna have sex in VR.
Hands-free control using voice recognition on YouTube. So, be careful when you watch this video. There's no kids around.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it. I don't plan on watching it.
I'm watching it right now.
I ran across it on Facebook. It was one of another gaming, and then someone had posted it on there. So I was like, "What the fuck is this?" It was just like auto playing, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And it's a really weird game. Like, yeah, it's totally like in VR.
So when are we going to get the first reports of someone breaking their dick in this thing?
Yeah. What game would they be playing, Ryan?
Well, it's all these like Japanese anime kind of shit.
I'm looking at a picture of this device, and it looks what's the word? It's very homemade would be one word, but it's like, okay, what do you like lift the whole machine and put it on your lap?
You lay underneath it.
Oh,
and the actuator goes up and down and fleshlight up and down.
I don't want this thing to come slamming down on my
fleshlight
on my
and it
junk.
just goes up and down on your junk.
And then the wire pops off and electrocutes my doodad.
In the video, Buddy's wearing his pants, so he's like, and the chick has no nipple, which is weird.
Yeah, well, it's made for YouTube, right?
Attention to detail, bro. Attention to detail.
Can I?
It's gonna be also another PC only game, probably.
Right?
You're not gonna see this shit on consoles. Steam only. Only Steam would release some shit like this. Oh man.
Oh my god.
You watching that?
Can you describe it to us? I think we should move
Whoa,
on.
hang on. She's changing positions.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
This is innovative technology.
We're doing a live reaction show, people. Live reactions on the show.
My goodness. Wow.
Can you
Okay.
read some of the comments? I like reading the comments. I'm going to go look on Steam right now.
Ryan's girlfriend just
But if
walked
we're
in.
done, I think we should move on to questions.
She walked in like, what the fuck are you watching, Ryan?
Exactly.
Should I turn it up loud on my
man.
speakers when I play this? I don't want the kid walking
man.
in.
Anyways, in other news, the Xbox One X and Xbox One S will soon support AMD FreeSync displays. God.
That's the 1440p?
Yeah, with the 1440p support. But yeah, it's going to support those. So like if you're gaming on one of those gaming monitors, you're going to be able to use FreeSync. And in other news, God of War PlayStation 4 Pro has been unveiled. It is a new bundle. It's a special limited edition God of War system, and it looks fucking ugly as shit. That thing is ugly. It's ugly. I don't like it. I mean, some people may like it, but I don't. Just don't like limited edition consoles.
Right.
So people
Yeah.
are dumb.
I don't know, man.
Like, I didn't care for some of the white Star Wars ones.
They were just white, weren't they?
Yeah, pretty much. And they had like orange, like, what do you call
Really?
them? Just, yeah, lines.
Huh. Yeah, but that PS4 Pro for God of War looks kind of weird. It's a gray one with like, it looks more like a Destiny PS4 Pro than a God of War one.
They need to change the front, right? Because if you're not looking at it from the top, I mean, most people
Yeah,
are
you
not.
never really. Yeah, most people are not looking at their. Most people are never looking at their console. Why? I don't even know why they sell these things.
I don't know, people collect them just like they collect controllers, so.
Yeah. Let's look here. Other news. Everspace is going to get an upgrade next week on the Xbox One X.
You played that, right?
Yeah, that's that space game on the preview program, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently it's going to get an Xbox One X upgrade next week on the 16th. Game will run at 4K native, 30 frames a second, and checkerboarded on the PS4 Pro at 30 frames a second. However, the title will also feature a 60 frames a second mode on both of the consoles, but the Xbox One X version will feature higher quality scenes even at 1080p thanks to the hardware in the system. But there's that for you guys that are playing Everspace on the consoles. Fuck. Yeah. Anyways, Adam News Machine, Johnny Don't on Xbox. That's his gamer tag, Johnny Don't. And on PlayStation.
All one
this is
word.
Gamer tag, Johnny.
JHONNYDONT.
And on Twitter, follow him at Johnny Don't. Any
don't.
community questions? Community questions, Gunny.
Community questions.
Okay, our first question. Our first question from one of our community members.
It's still funny every time.
That guy, I miss him. Okay.
Was that him posting Szechuan sauce on the Facebook
Yeah, he
page?
did. He posted
Yeah.
Szechuan. Like he got like.
We haven't heard from him in forever, and he fucking posts a picture of him with Szechuan sauce.
He's like, look, guys, look what I got, guys. Got a bunch of Szechuan sauce. Fucking Hook. At least we know he's still alive. We
Yeah.
love you, Hook. Questions, Gunny. Community questions. You can leave questions over at the Facebook
Community questions.
Yeah.
Horrible Gamers Podcast community and on our Discord page. Question.
Okay, first question is from a guy I had to do research and go back and find his question.
Research.
I had to
real
research
research?
this question because I'm like, damn it, he didn't ask the question, so I had to go back further in time. But this is
Wow.
from Steve Moalian. He is from the land of Dutch. Forgot the name.
Belgium, right?
Belgium, thank you. Right, the old waffle place. I want some chocolate now. Send me chocolate, Steve, because I got your question.
Send Gunny chocolate and waffle.
The one thing you can relate the old waffle place. It's only an American thing. Yeah, I got from the old waffle place.
Steve knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, Steve asked, do any of us have video game related tattoos?
He asked this already before.
No,
because he asked it, and I went back in a couple weeks, like the next week. He said, "You didn't answer my first question."
There must have been questions before that.
We answered it.
Oh man, I swear.
Because I don't have any, but I remember I talked about wanting to get a full sleeve of just like video game characters. That's what I've always wanted to do. If I got the video game related, it would just be like a collage of an entire sleeve from my entire arm.
I think you have
just
the wrong
all
question,
kinds of
Gunny.
characters. But
I think Gunny did wrong research.
Yeah.
Oh man, I messed it up, Steve. Tell me if I did. Otherwise, you got to put your question in this week.
Yeah, if you want you got to put it in. We will get it next time. I actually put it up early.
I had
so that you could actually get your question in.
Steve, I talked to Ryan about this morning. I said, "Get it up," because I think when you post it, it's like the sun's on the other side of the earth, and it's probably like 11:00 p.m. your time. So he put it up early for you, Steve, just for you. Anyway, video game related tattoos. I don't know what I would get, really. Yeah, I'll think about it. Next one's from Brian Tulp Jr. He has a question.
Do either of you guys even have tattoos?
No, I have none.
No. I don't have any tattoos.
No, I seriously, I grew up poor. I couldn't afford them. So, and
yeah, well, no, neither could I. But I mean, like, I got, believe it or not, when I was a teenager, I got my friend to tattoo Metallica on my arm with a pen and a guitar. Like it had a little motor with a fucking guitar string coming down, and the guitar string just actuated, and he gave me the tattoo. And then probably 5-6 years later, I got it covered up with like a band.
Yeah, I think both my brothers got like Slayer, something with Slayer in it, you know. And I was more of the Van Halen guy, so I was like, "Oh, want me a Van Halen tattoo, man." But that was when my hair was down to my back, you know. That was back in the day.
Back in my day.
Back in the saddle again. Give me an Aerosmith tattoo.
What's the next question, Gunny?
Brian Telp Jr. He said, if you won the ultimate gaming system, what would it be, and what would it come with? Mine would be the ultimate freaking 1080 Ti dual SLI bridged. That would come with the Oculus.
Whoa, guy.
Three monitors with the ones without the bezel, so it would just be like one seamless. And also, the other thing it would come with. Hold on, I have it here. I do have it. Hold on. It's going to come with that the VR sex device that we just talked about. No, just kidding. What about you guys?
You would get a look from your wife like I got from my.
I want that flesh doll. Anyway,
she was. I got a talking to. I'm like, it's a news article. What am I supposed to do?
Right, it's for research purposes. I got to hand this off to the next guy.
Yeah.
After sloppy seconds, right? So, yeah.
Whoa.
All right, so my ultimate gaming system would probably be same as Gunny, a crazy ass PC with quad fucking 1080 Ti's in it, and definitely like a string of 21:9 4K monitors.
Ooh, yeah,
just wrap around you. Be awesome. Yeah, like a string of curved 4K 21:9 monitors that just wrap around my desk. That'd be awesome.
Have you seen the ones without the bezel where you literally it's three, but you like push them together like Legos?
Yeah,
those look sick.
Gaming setup would be like the one that JP has in Grandma's Boy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Where he's sitting in the chair, with
gaming
all the
room
fucking
with the
monitors all around.
fucking techno music playing super loud.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
man.
did they see me?
I fucking love that movie.
That movie's
Oh,
great, man. I
shit.
fucking love that movie too. I gotta
The
watch
mon-
that again
the
at some point.
Fucking monkey. He's training the monkey. He was showing him karate to defend his. You go protect my weed. Oh, fucking monkey. And then he gets a fucking. Doesn't he get like a tiger or something and it escapes?
Yeah.
And he's like, there's a fucking tiger. He's on the news talking about the tiger and it's his tiger.
Movie's great. Yeah, Grandma's Boy.
Grandma's Boy. Check it out. It's about video games, actually.
Yeah, it's about a video. The guy's a video game developer.
Yeah. It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Next question, Gunny. Next
right.
question.
Next one's from Brendan Robb. And he asks, has Jesus found some new love for Sea of Thieves again? Have you, Jesus? We talked about it. I think you did.
Yes. This week was fun. I mean, like I said, I think stepping away from it last beta, which was last weekend, and coming back to it this time, I fun.
There was more stuff this time, though. I mean, last weekend, it was the same as there was a couple of little things.
Yeah.
But not enough. And this one actually really added a lot.
It went all out,
stuff,
yeah.
So.
And it's the final beta, so I had to play it, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's just either play it or wait till it comes out in 10 days.
Yeah.
So I just play it.
All right. Next question's from Ricky Alfaras. He wants to know, hey, he says, hello to HGP crew. Since we are only a couple months away from E3, what do you think Rocksteady is working on? The creators of Batman games. Do you think they will announce a new IP? It's been a couple years since the last game. And a quick thank you to Jesus for playing games with his community after reading all the negative posts, probably on Facebook, that he doesn't play games with us seems to be false. Thank you all, you guys. Thank you for all you guys that you do.
The only reason Jesus started playing with the community is because everyone started giving him shit about him not playing with the community.
Look at that. Huh? I got confirmation from the community actually play games with him. Oh, what a surprise, guys. What a surprise.
Yeah, he plays games with the community, but not as
Wait till next week, Rick. He'll be like, who is this?
Yeah,
who's this
It's a private party, man.
Yeah,
get out of my party, bro. Get out of my party. Dude, no, me and Ricky were playing Siege, right? We were playing Siege. This is when we needed a third person. So I see this, like, I forget what their gamer tag was because I deleted them off my friends list. But anyways, I see this person on my friends list. They're playing Siege. I invite them to my party, and this fucking ass was like, who are you? I'm like, the fuck you mean, who am I? You're on my friends list. Fuck. He's like, well, I gotta go. I'm like, well, fuck. I straight up told him, I was like, fuck you, asshole. Like, I'm deleting you off my friends list. And he left the party, and I deleted him off my friends list.
Good.
Just fuck
Good
that
riddance.
guy. Whoever he was. I don't know who he was. Somehow he ended up on my friends list. I don't know. Just saying, I game with people, the good players. Just saying.
Rocksteady, they make great looking games. Like all the Batman games look
good.
Really solid.
Even the Batman VR, that shit was fucking. It looks really good.
I'm glad I recommended that to you. Even though I don't have
good.
PSVR, I still recommended it from what I heard.
It is really fun. Yeah, and they did a really good job of like creating the Joker and how he looks in the game. He looks fucking cool. Like it's really well done. But even just that, even all their other games, every game that they've made that's a Batman game looks really good for when the time it comes out, right?
Yeah.
Like if you go back to the Asylum games, those are really cool. The Arkham City, the what was the last one they made? The last big one. The one right before the VR one. Arkham Knight?
City.
Arkham Knight?
Oh, Arkham Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Arkham City, Arkham Knight. There's so many of them.
Or no, did they do Arkham Knight?
Did they do 3? I can't remember if they did 3 games for Batman.
They did, like, one of them was when you were in the part of the city that was a prison, right? That was like a prison where they put all the crazy bad guys in it. And then the last one was when Like
It was like in a city, right? Like you got the whole city.
Yeah, like Gotham City was like the big city. Like it was just everything was open, right? Like
Yeah, I think that was the last game on the Xbox 360.
it was on the Xbox One because I have it on my one.
Did it? Okay. I think
so
the one
it
in
was like a couple of years ago. I think it was like
PS4 was just coming out.
No, they released that one like in 2016 or 2015.
Yeah, I can't remember.
It was like Arkham Knight or Arkham City or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was
Ryan
Arkham
right.
Knight.
I think it was Arkham City. Yeah,
but I don't know what would Rockstar be working on because I don't see a lot of hype for Batman.
Not Rockstar,
or
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady. Excuse me.
what
else have they done?
I could see them working on a superhero game, but maybe.
There's a rumor that they were working on a Superman game, but then they came out and said we're not working with a DC property for our next game. And then there was rumors about them doing the next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
Those are dead.
No, they're not.
You don't think so? Every one that they've come out with, it's always been like a failure. It seems.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Teenage Mutant Turtles.
What are you talking about? They just brought out Ninja Turtles for Injustice 2.
I know. I'm talking about a standalone.
And people went fucking nuts for it.
Yeah.
But I also heard rumors that Platinum was, or no, did Platinum make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game?
They did,
No, they
and I
didn't,
think that
right?
was the one that tanked.
No, it was the Transformers one. Or no, the Transformers one was the good one, and then the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tanked, right?
You're right.
Is that what happened? Yeah. But anyways, back to
because I remember
Rocksteady.
Wombat talking about it on.
I don't know what they could be working on, man.
Their podcast.
But he's right. This would be a year that they would probably come out and announce something because it's been a while since the last Arkham or Batman game came out. So
Well, I pulled up an article here, and it says, for us, it's been a privilege to work with Batman. It's always been something amazing for us. It's great to be in such a position that we can kind of choose what we want to do next. We've started working on it, and it's something pretty exciting. That's one of the things we can definitely say. We're really excited about it. So they're not really saying what it is, but they're saying that it's not going to be another Batman game, and it's not going to be a DC property.
What about Warner Brothers? Is that part of DC?
Warner Brothers owns DC. Yeah.
Okay. Because Warner Brothers did Shadow of
I could
War,
see
right?
them. I could see them working on a game like the Avengers type of game or something like that. Like I could just see them making any kind of superhero.
Someone
game,
else is
right?
working on the Avengers game, though, is it?
Is there? But I mean, it would be cool to see like a game like that, like an Avengers game out of Rocksteady because they got the combat, man. That shit works.
Yeah, they do.
The mashing the square and the triangles and the X's and the A's, all that, the B to dodge, all that shit works. They did it good.
Yeah, they did.
But well, I don't know. I have no idea what they could be working on, to be honest. Because we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, they're not really saying either. Looking around at some stuff at trying to see if there's anything out there, and they're pretty much saying, yeah, it's something new, it's something really cool.
But that's it.
But that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Thanks for your question, Rick. I do want to see what you think, Rick. So go ahead and post that on Facebook as well.
Let us know what you think they're working on.
Insight.
Our next question, Gunny,
from M Polo on the Discord. Question.
Oh, okay.
What would it take for Jesus Walks a Lot to get a gaming PC? And if he did get a PC, what would be the first 3 games he would buy?
It would take money.
All right. Would it be
a whole
lot of money so I could get a good PC so I wouldn't have to upgrade it.
Would you get an Oculus
lot
or
of
a Vive
patience
or
and
something?
money
Would you get VR?
to do it.
So that's the main thing, right? Just money and to spend on that would, because I spent so much money on games recently, like the Switch, the PS4. It all adds up.
No,
so money is a big factor. But if I had a PC, the first 3 games I would get, I know what one of them would be. And I know it's gonna sound dumb to you guys. You're gonna probably hate this answer, but One of the games that I would get would be a Civilization game.
Oh yeah, they're all on
Civ
there.
6? Yeah, man.
I would totally get that. I would be,
And they all have mods.
That's all I would play. That's all I would play for like weeks, I think.
Literally. They're all cheap on there.
I could see you getting lost in Civ 6.
I would get so lost in that shit. I'm not even deny that. Like, be all into it, dude. I would be fucking not sleeping and shit, thinking about like the laws that I need to pass for my country and all the fucking shit I have to do. I would be up for fucking weeks playing that game. Other two games that I don't know, would really like some PC exclusive games that would be really cool. Really sure.
Is that Vermintide 2 game a PC only, guys? Asking the community. I can't remember.
I think it is.
I'm sure eventually it'll come to consoles, but that seems to be the latest.
Right now
craze.
it's coming just to PC.
I would probably, like I said, Civ. I would get that. I would probably get PUBG on there, just because it's probably the best platform or the best optimized platform to play on. Right? I mean, I probably would hate the hacking and shit. I probably would get killed a lot. And the last one, I don't know what my last game would be. It would have to be something that I would ask you guys what to get. You know?
Dead Cells.
Something.
Yeah.
Dead Cells. I would get something that you guys recommend for me to get. But yeah.
I do like some of the early access stuff on there. A lot of the lesser known titles. But yeah, as far as something really popular, I don't play like the MMOs. So
yeah, I don't think I would be interested in like League or Dota. Interested in that, or even like World of Warcraft, any of that shit. I want to be interested in. You know what I mean? So.
Oh Jesus!
What?
I've totally forgot. I should have brought this up in the news. But did you hear Diablo 3 is coming to the Switch?
Yeah, I heard
totally.
That. Yeah,
I heard that. Yep.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know if I want to buy Diablo 3 again for like the fifth time.
And on a platform that will probably be
run lesser,
run worse. And not just that, but like Diablo has always been a game that I like to play with people. And this is not really a platform to play with people.
But I mean, I could see like playing or something, you know what I mean? Like you're blasting away. I could see that, but also I can see Diablo's not really the type of game that you play for 10, 15, 20 minutes and put down. It's a game where you're putting some time into it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, man. But it's interesting.
I don't know. I don't know.
Anyways,
it's interesting to see that it's coming to the Switch though.
Yeah. Anyways, what's the next question, Gunny?
Next one's from our good friend Airborne Junkie. He wants to know, with this weekend's beta of Sea of Thieves, what was your favorite experience?
That captain skeleton Skull Island.
Yeah, doing the Skull Island thing was fucking so good.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to read this further. He says, what are the additions that you liked, and what do they need to improve? I know for myself, the war I had with the big ship and me in a sloop with epic 30-minute battle that left them out of ammo due to me circling them like a shark. Yeah. And then also full of holes as well as myself. We both got out of the battle, and I was happy I held my own. I just like the fact that I had no way to accept contracts the first time I played the beta this week. Then I was able to later on. I also like the additional animals in contracts.
So he's probably talking about the merchant contracts and like transporting pigs and chickens. That's a pretty cool addition. The additions that I liked a lot of them. I liked the customization options you got. I think the customization of ships is a pretty cool addition, because before you kind of would get like a ship that was like randomly colored.
Yeah, it was just random.
Yeah. So now I like being able to pick what your ship looks like. I think that's going to be really interesting, and I think there's going to be, like I said before, there's going to be moments when you're cruising and you might think you can take on a ship, but then you see what they have,
You see, they have that really, really, really expensive fucking skin on their boat.
They're all it's like
Yeah.
a pitch black fucking ship or something. You're like, oh fuck, no, I don't want to mess with.
They're all decked out in like the top gear and stuff. And
It's
you're
like a
whoa, stay away
gold-plated,
from him.
gold-plated railings and a gold-plated like lion in the front. You're gonna be like, no, fuck, I don't want to mess with this guy.
Right.
You know, like, so.
But to be honest, people, just for you listening, this is a lot of cosmetic stuff. So, but they are going to be experienced players, right? Because you could tell they've been playing it for a while.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying. It's not you're not going to be scared of the cannons. You're going to be scared of them being able to use their cannons much better than the
Absolutely. Like I was watching Airborne today.
Knowing how to use your cannon, because it's not easy to just ship. You got to get that aim. It's going to take you 2 or 3 fires before you actually figure out exactly where you got to be to hit them. You know what I mean?
Like when I was driving today,
will have that dialed in.
I was driving today, and then I'm watching Airborne, and you, Ryan, where you guys were getting the perfect angles as to in relation to where the other boat was. Yeah, and just because if you're hitting the top of the boat, it's like okay, you're doing damage to the top of the boat, which doesn't do much. You have to hit the bottom
of the boat where the water is. You want to hit the bottom first because but you putting those holes in the top, and then if you start hitting the bottom, that's good because once they sink down a little further, then they're just going to fill up even quicker.
Yeah.
Right. So, but I mean, I'd have to say the thing that I liked the most was definitely those Skull Islands. When you see that skull in the sky, like it's just this massive skull in the sky. It's a big, huge cloud, and the eyes are just lighting up, and you're just like, "What is that?
Yeah,
we need to go there."
Yeah,
and then the eyes light up. They change colors.
Yeah,
like it'll be like green, and then once you start pissing them off, the eyes start lighting up red. Like it's crazy. It was just so much fun.
That was really cool. What I want to see is the Kraken because that looks really cool to fight. Apparently, the Kraken is going to be swimming around the server that you're in, randomly swimming around the server.
Yeah,
and if you run into it, it's going to just attack your ship, and it's going to be able to attack like 3 ships at a time. So like even if let's say you're in a battle with ships. All of a sudden, the fucking Kraken could show up and like attack all of you guys, and then all you guys are going to be like fighting that thing. You know what I mean? It's going to be crazy. Man,
I can't wait! I can't wait! It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty intense. Yeah, I can't wait to level up.
What else did he ask us? What do they need to improve?
Yes,
I think they've done a lot of improvements. I mean, the game was rough. It always looked really pretty. But there was a few little rough patches where some matchmaking wasn't working and, you know, a few things here and there. And they seem to iron most of that. So hopefully, you know, I think in order to improve, they need to have more stuff. They need a bigger variety of stuff.
Yeah.
And that'll come in time, I think.
I would think I mean, this, the one thing I'm thinking is where there was an island we were on today. And I think it was the same one that had like the chicken, like that cage in it. But I was just kind of like wandering around the island and trying to get to as many places as I could. And, you know, like I wish there was more. Yeah, I don't like you said, like maybe I can like dig up a ruby or something out or get something that I can get, you know, that I can put into my inventory and bring it back to the ship. I mean, that would be nice to have that.
Yeah.
So instead of just like, okay, there's more bananas, more planks, all the stuff that I, you know, these are all general purpose items I need. So, yeah, that would be nice to just add more stuff.
I kind of wish they had once you get back on your ship, it automatically puts your bananas and cannonballs and planks into the thing.
You don't have to be holding it in your hand.
That would be nice.
To get to that thing.
You always forget to put them away, and then you go back to the island, and you get them all on God damn it, my inventory's full, and I can't pick anything up.
Yeah.
And I also was pointing out to Jesus or Airborne today that I said, hey, what if we had like the cannonball tray at the top, but then or, you know, like the banana thing or something. But I'm thinking also if another ship is shooting at you, there could be a potential to damage that. So maybe that's why they chose not to put anything on the main deck.
I think they chose it to do it that way. They want you to kind of be in a hectic struggle to be in a fight. You know, they don't want to make it easy to fight. They
want you to run away and be able to not be able to see what's going on, right?
Yeah.
They want you to go all the way down to the base and get your cannonballs and whatnot, and then come back up.
Oh, that's true. Especially if your boat's leaking, you'd be like, "Oh, hey, good thing I came down here."
Yeah. That's happened a couple of times. You always got to listen. You can hear the water. You can hear the water.
Oh yeah, they've improved a lot more on that. Like when they first had it, you could not hear the water. You would just sink. So
in the game, it's not just the water that you can hear. Hear some cues picking up wind. When you have full speed, it makes a little like chime, like a little music note hits, and you know you have full wind. You know.
Oh yeah.
It does that with all kinds of shit. Like
you hear the sails go.
Yeah, but at the same time,
you have the
it does that too. But it also makes like a little like the music has like a little tone in it. The music itself changes for a slight second when the wind picks up because
yeah.
You know what
they did a really good job with that.
That was the other thing that was great about that Skull Island is like you get close to it and the music gets all dark and mysterious and like. And then you get close, and then the captain comes out, and it gets all crazy, and you're like, "Oh Jesus Christ!" Ah! But yeah, fuck, man, the sound, there's a lot of level of detail in this everything in that game is so good.
One thing that I noticed is that there's a model ship inside your captain's cabin, and that ship is actually a model of your current ship.
Yeah.
So, like, once you start customizing your ship, you're gonna be able to see it as the model, like
the model will change.
Yeah, that's pretty cool touch there too that they did to that. The game is just cool. That's all.
Gunny, I see that Brian Tulp had found a way to sneak in a second question.
He did via
by using
Discord.
Our Discord.
Yes,
Discord, huh?
Because I'm like, who's this G55 train guy on Discord? That would be Brian T.
Grab his next question.
Okay.
Next question.
How did the other host feel about Jesus Walks a Lot going on other podcasts and putting you on blast? How do we feel about that, Ryan?
Oh, shit.
I mean, I don't know what podcast he went on that he put us on blast.
Yeah. Can you enlighten us on that, Jesus?
Yeah.
I didn't put nobody on blast.
No,
sure.
He's talking about Geek Dig. I listened to that podcast. You didn't put anybody on blast.
Yeah, I was on Geek Dig. I was on no other podcast. I was on that one, and I didn't put you guys on blast. It was just
boom.
I said the truth. We sometimes have different views on different things. Me and Ryan have different views on different things sometimes, and so do we and Gunny. It's just the truth. I didn't put him on blast. I didn't call you guys out on anything. It's truth.
I didn't feel like you put us on blast or anything. I listened to the show.
Yeah, I was checking to make sure you didn't run my name through the mud.
I think Brian is just trying to cause some strife between us.
He's trying to stir up some shit.
Brian is a shit disturber, isn't he?
Why are you trying to stir fights with us?
Love you, Brian.
What's the next question from Brian?
That's it.
No, that was it.
Oh, that was it on Discord?
The first question was from Facebook, and it was at the top.
Oh, I see.
Second question
I separated them.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Let me go to Twitter and check see if he put anything on there.
Oh, shit. Knowing him, he probably did.
Hey, Jesus, have you checked the email? Maybe.
Oh, fuck. Maybe he emailed us too, huh?
That's it for questions.
Don't give him ideas. He'll do it all next week.
Yeah.
Guys, anyways, if you want to, you can head over to patreon.com/horriblegamers and support us. Like I said before, our friend John Jerome did. Our friend Jonathan did. Evan Tanaka, Alan Maybe, Joshua Wolf, and Bill Gardner. These guys are donating a lot of money. It's crazy. It's kind of weird. But
Thank you so much, guys. It means a lot to us. It
really does.
Appreciate it.
And this money is not for us to buy games. It's for the show, really. It's for us to get better equipment, better software, etc., etc. The show is not free to run, as you may not know. And yeah, we're trying to do our best with what we got here, guys. And it will really help out if you head over to patreon.com/horriblegamers and support us by donating $2, $3, $4, $1 million a month. Up to you how much you want to donate. We appreciate it. But one thing we will never do on this show is lock our content. We don't like locking content.
No, we don't want to do that. Yeah, no. We had discussions about it, and it's just like, you know what, we don't want it to lock stuff. It's just it feels wrong for the show. It just doesn't feel right. We want to be able to let everybody. Maybe if you're a Patreon subscriber, you might be able to win a prize or something because you're donating money so we can give back to those people. I think that might be something that we might end up doing eventually if we're making enough money to do so. Mm-hmm. But content will always be free for everyone. The spotlight shows, all that stuff, it will always go out to you guys, and you will always be able to listen to it, whether you're a Patreon subscriber or not. That's not to say that we're not very, very excited about the people that are donating to us, and we're very appreciated of it. We really thank you guys a lot.
We do, and we want to do more. You know, we've talked about doing extra shows, topic shows.
So we talked a lot about all this stuff. You know, we like Ryan said, we discussed paywalls and content being behind certain paywalls. It's not what we want to do. It's not what we're going to do, and it's not what we want to do. And so that's not how we're going to move forward. We're going to move forward with free content for everybody listening. And if you want to support us, you can. You know, anything as little as $1 helps us. So we appreciate every single dollar we get because we need it. You know, it's the truth.
It's rough doing this. You know, and to be honest, a lot of the financial side comes from Jesus.
Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
It does. Has all the accounts and stuff, and he's the one that pays everything every year, or every month, or whatever. So you know, I mean, like that's all coming out of his pocket. And like I said to him, we need to cover that cost before we even think about
giveaways,
and having and even buying stuff that we need for ourselves. That needs to be covered first, because that's what's most important.
And we're well on our track to do that, guys. So help us out, support the show, and we really appreciate it. We love you guys, all of you, all listeners. It's what keeps us going. If you want to follow us on Twitter, like I said before, @_horrible gamers, go follow us on there. Join our Discord server, right? Discord server, is that what you call it?
Yes.
It's we're using Horrible Gamers or Horrible Gamers Podcast.
It's HGP Discord, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yes, HGP Discord.
Yeah, join that. I mean, if you want us to send you invites, we'll send you one. Just email us. Hey, I need an invite to this Discord. We'll send you an invite. We'll post them randomly throughout, the week on our Facebook group. And make sure you join that as well, Horrible Gamers Podcast community. That's where most of our community is at. A lot of members are there. And honestly, you'll meet tons of people. They're from different backgrounds, different things, different experiences that they had in their life. And it's pretty incredible, the people we get to meet. Like last Spotlight we did was with Airborne Junkie, man. Like we learned a lot about that guy. He's been in the U.S. military a lot of his life. He's done a lot of things for this country. He's a great guy. He's a really cool dude.
And it's cool because we've gotten to really play with him a lot more too. Gotten to actually get in and play some games with him, all of us, right? So
it gets you get to know the community,
and it's.
What were you saying, Gunny?
I was saying you were cutting out. I was going to say also, like me and Jesus were playing with somebody the other night, and I had made a joke, and he didn't get it. I thought, well, what, you don't listen to the podcast? He's like, not lately. But you know what? He loves playing with the community and with us. And I thought, that's cool. Like, even though he hasn't been listening in a while, like, he's still part of that community that plays with us.
Yeah, we game with a lot of people, man. We love you guys. We love gaming with the community. We're really a group of people that play a lot of multiplayer games, but only with the best people.
That's right.
Find me on Xbox Live, guys. My gamer tag is Jesus Walks a Lot. On PlayStation Network is GSUS Walks a Lot. I had somebody hit me up about the VR. Actually messaged me on Xbox. They're like, hey, I have a VR and I want to play some games. If you want to play some games, add me on PlayStation. So I added him. I think his gamer tag was Prometheus, but he had a few numbers in there somewhere. But it's really cool. Hey, man, if you want to play some VR games, play some VR games, whatever. I got it now, so I guess I should use it. On the Switch, you can add if you want for it. I know I need to add Clint. He asked me to add him like 4 days ago. I haven't done it.
Add him on, damn it.
I should, because he messaged me his code. I feel so bad. I need to add. I just haven't turned on my Switch.
You know what's funny is I saw. Did I add him? I was like, I better go add him again. So I just went in and added him, and then I messaged him. I said, I sent it, and he sent me back a message saying, "Yeah, you were the only one that did it the first time." And I was like,
"Oh. Fuck." Yeah, I mean, I just haven't turned on my Switch in like a bit here, so I need to turn it on and add him. I need to get a new screen protector for it too. All that good stuff. Make sure you email us feedback@horriblegamers.com. Leave us reviews on iTunes. Good stuff. Where can we find you, Gunny?
Find me on Xbox Live, Steam, Twitter, under Gunny Chief, one word.
Ryan?
You, Ryan?
You can find me on Xbox Live, Steam, PSN, Mixer, Twitch. We're pretty much wherever under Gib8777.
777. All the sevens.
Sevens. You can find me.
Yeah. With that being said, guys, this is edition of Gamers Podcast. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. Bye.
Clean your controllers and go to bed.
Bye.
Adios.
Adios, amigos. Stay tuned for the song.
Why did you get an accent all of a sudden there, Gunny? What the fuck? Is that how I sound to you?
You know you sound like this sometimes, when you're talking.
Oh,
that's how I hear you.
I know you say things like video games and vanilla.
Oh, you guys are
I know. When I ask you like for ice cream, you say chocolate.
I'm still recording.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.
Oh man. That was fun. That was cool, man. That was a good show. I liked it. Oh my god, this chair though was so uncomfortable. I had to stand up.
I know, dude.
Recording being stopped at 2 hours and 52 minutes.
Did I try to research how to mute my microphone without this button, and I can't. I cannot do it.
Because you connected to it. Why don't you connect that to your PC?
It is connected to my PC.
No, it's connected to your microphone.
Oh, it's not his
You're
headphones.
using the same headphones as I am for Beats, right?
No, he's using the microphone.
I know.
These are connected to the microphone.
You have the same headphones, the same earbuds, the same Beats by Dre.
That doesn't have anything to do with it though, Gunny.
I know. I'm saying I have it connected to my PC. I can take it off and put it wherever it goes.
No,
that's nothing to do with it.
Mutes. It's the sound of him muting his mic that he's talking about.
Well, then there's one other alternative, right? And that is on mute your microphone on Skype.
No, he can't do that because he has a direct feed to the recording. He's not recording his off of Skype.
That makes sense, yeah.
It's going right through the microphone into... Well, let me see if I could change that. No, see, the only options I have for a microphone on the recorder are the computer microphone and then this microphone.
Yeah, there's no option on here either. On a Molto. I mean, I guess I can go. No, you can't.
I start talking, guys?
Talking. We are talking.
Okay, I'm talking now. Hello.
We're all talking.
Hello.
Everybody's talking to themselves.
Oh, okay. I got it. Can you guys hear me still?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, right now, my microphone isn't being recorded. I can click it to stop recording just my microphone.
What do you?
I can bring it back in.
But
are you
using a Molto?
We can still hear.
Yeah, you guys will still be able to hear me. Like, I'll be able to still talk to you guys like this. But right now, my voice isn't being recorded on the recording. It's only coming through the Skype.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like muting, but I'm disconnecting my microphone altogether from the recording for like a few seconds. But the recording's still going. It doesn't stop it or anything. I'm looking at that now.
It's only an IAM's issue anyway, to be honest.
No, it's not.
He's the only one that's ever said anything.
Yeah, no, he's not. Oh my god, Skype just crashed. Guys, I can't fucking deal with this.
Man, we can't use nothing else.
This fucking app is bullshit.
I need to open my window tonight. It's just so like muggy in here, dude. I'm so hot right now. I'm so fucking.
Aren't you afraid somebody's gonna come in and
I've been farting in here.
What if somebody sneaks in your window? Like,
You know I'm gonna sneak. Fuck, I live on a 2-story house.
we might get a ladder.
Ain't nobody gonna be sneaking into this fucking window up here, motherfucker. Yeah, plus, I don't live in the ghetto, so I don't have to worry about shit like that. It's only in the ghetto, man.
Look, yeah, we're on the Discord.
I can hear you like double now. Double hear you. Do you double hear me?
I don't see you yet, no.
Let's add Gunny Chief to this call.
Go to start recording. Recording is started.
I know here.
A recording is started.
So, can we have a chat machine?
No.
What is that?
What just happened?
Did you just leave the call? Dude. Where did he go?
Oh, shit.
What happened?
Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
God damn it, I still can't hear you.
What? Dude, go to default. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
fix your shit.
You fucking shut your damn mouth.
Goddamn Canadians.
No, good.
Sons
Now I
of
can't hear
bitches.
you anymore. Perfect.
Good. I'm glad.
Can you hear us?
I'm glad you can't hear me no more. Tired of your shit.
Why is this fucking...
If only I couldn't hear you, it'd be much better.
What? Land ho over there, matey. Well, all right then. Set a course due north and prepare your shovels. There be treasure on them there islands, and we're gonna find it. Arr! Pirates in the storm. Pirates in the storm. Onto this ship we're born. Into these seas we're thrown. Like a grog without a buzz, those pirates they will fuss. Pirates in the storm. There's a pirate on the shore. His booty will be ours. Shoot the cannons, we will say. You will die today. If we come across your crew, a battle will ensue. Kill you for your gold. There they are, mateys. Prepare to fire the cannons. Let's make them walk the plank. Gotta love the booty man. You gotta love the booty man. Dig into the sand. That treasure's in your hand. Now go and turn it into gold. Plunder and never gets old. Love your booty man. You scallywags.
Let's turn this ship around and give them another shot. Load the cannons and prepare to fire. That was a close one, boys, but I think we sunk them. Let's go get that treasure. All right, mateys. Let's head back in and turn in our booty. Ahoy, matey. Look at all this booty. We'll be drinking the good grog tonight, boys. Swab the deck and prepare for a pirate party. We're gonna get drunk tonight. Arr. Pirates in the storm. Pirates in the storm. Into this ship we're born. Into these seas we're thrown. If there's booty in the ground, it surely will be found. Pirates in the storm.